Hello and welcome to HBFT Gaming. I'm HBFT and we are back again with XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen TED Gem Plus. Now today we are ready and rearing to go because at the end of the last stream we were able to actually finally get our Liberation 1 in a 4th region, and more importantly we've expanded our bunny fold, so now we have one of each of the hero classes, and we really need to hit that liberation point. Now currently in our campaign, we're in a spot where we're just entering into July, and we essentially have, you can see behind me, the resistance screen. We have only Liberation 1 and 2 complete in different areas. Oh, thank you so much, Dad. Thank you so much for the redemption of the Nura Helmet 2.0. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So as you can see, we've only dabbled into Liberation 1 in 3 regions and Liberation 2 in New Chile, which is a strength of 4. This had a strength of 8 a moment ago, so huge success at drawing Advent a little more thinly across the board so we can actually continue our progress forward. Now, within July, ideally, I'd like to be able to liberate our very first region. Right now, our best chance of moving forward is in New Australia, so we're going to continue to keep searching out there, and hopefully we'll be able to just chain that together as rapidly as possible and finally begin our, I guess, Lib 4 Tower event, and then straight on in without too much delay, the beginning of the infiltration of Liberation 5. Now, mind you, the liberation time or the infiltration times for those latter missions are actually pretty significant, so it's very possible that we'll push into, well, August, but we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we'll be able to keep up with the curve. Now, one thing that I did do after the end of the last stream is we ended up kind of getting some pretty serious injuries. Our only recon for Ghent, he was injured for 31 days, and I believe it was also Warden Damnius. He was injured for a significant amount of time. Now, I actually replayed that mission. I loaded it up again and I replayed it, and the reason why is we had a pretty weird bug, and I didn't feel too bad about it. We had a bug where we had an enemy who outflanked us and he went off of the map. So he was like, I had no idea where he was. We ended up taking unnecessary damage, so I just played it through and we didn't have an issue. So just for full transparency, we go over to the armory and you take a look at where we are now. You'll notice that if we go to our Warden, Davnius, he is not injured. And then also, I believe it was Vergent, our recon, he's not injured for 31 days. He's our only recon. And now, mind you, that came with some minuses as well. We ended up getting some superior mods on stream that we no longer have, but it's a bit of a give and take. Pros and cons here and there, so that's where we are. Now, in the overall strategic map, so if we actually pull back, you'll see we're 2 days away from having both a resistance ring and a training center, which is pretty significant, and we've almost fully excavated the Avenger, so we're a little bit far behind in different places, but we've got only room to grow and climb. If we go out to the bridge, we are right on the very edge of it, but we have a current ambush enemy troop column in place. It's going to be a 16 to 18 fight, and we don't have all of our best bunnies there, but that's going to be a pretty significant win and a very difficult mission because we're definitely going to have to boost this, and that's on its way very soon. So I think the very first thing we're going to do, head out to New Australia. We'll continue to scan out there, and we're crossing our fingers for a decent Lib 2, and then we'll just keep pushing. Hey, Faye, good to see ya. High five. I want you to read out some inappropriate posts today. Oh, say what now? What am I reading out that's inappropriate? Do I have to read it out loud? And thank you, Dad. So what do we have? 5 days, 17 hours. Free an important prisoner, a brand new hunter. Extract a VIP. I mean, that sounds like a fun one to do. Automated defenses. Intel suggests a high concentration of robotic enemies at this mission site, and it's a very large map. And it seems like it's a revealed start. So we already have our hunter. We got to fight our way out. Extremely light. That doesn't seem too bad, honestly. I will get it just so that we can continue our trial by fire, so that we can actually keep leveling bunnies up as we go, yeah? Don't know yet with what. I will come up later. Oh, you mean just in general? You just want me in general to okay, that's fine. Fair enough, Dad. So let's see. I believe the Riddick is a sergeant, and he does not have trial by fire yet. Is that right? It looks like, oh, it looks like he's still training. So the Riddick doesn't have it. He's currently in training. I know Tedster as a captain. Tedster does have trial by fire. And I think we've got 2 bunnies. It's basically Gothic and Tedster. So this is not a trial by fire mission. This is going to be just a regular old mission for regular old experience. I guess that makes sense, yeah? So let's see. We're going to find our way out. Probably need someone to get on up there. Let's go and bring Damnius again. It's going to be his second attempt at not getting hurt. That'd be great. We might as well level up Vergent. There we go. We got to get Vergent out there. So what if we bring a very similar class to the end of yesterday? And then we'll see how that goes. So we've got our mech sniper, we've got Anakitis, we've got Cindy, and we'll also bring the Riddick. How about that? So very similar team. Although now that I'm looking at it, maybe we'll pull back on Cindy. That puts us at 6 days, 3 hours, very light, 10 to 12. That's actually not too bad. Mag SMG, I'd like that to be a shotgun if possible. There were many times when I got really close with the Warden, and Premonition would have been phenomenal there. So I'm going to go ahead and build out a shotgun. I think Gothic was mentioning there's like a special prototype plasma hunting shotgun. What is this? Prototype plasma weapons are a cutting-edge alternative to our standard mag weapons and offer their own advantages and disadvantages. The prototype plasma trench gun handles very similarly to the hunting shotgun in terms of solid damage and extra pierce, as well as reloading mechanics. Oh yeah, info button. Thank you very much. So 5 to 14 damage. 6 crit damage. That's a lot of damage. If we look at the mag shotgun as an example, this is 6 to 11 plus 4 crit damage, but it's the single action reload. And this is 5 to 14 instead of 6 to 11 with 6 extra. Oh my god, that is so good. Why have I never, and 1 shred? Yeah. Why have I never I don't really see. Oh my god. Wow. Can we wait, so what should I be looking at the other guns too? 9 to 17 damage on a prototype plasma auto long rifle. Oh, it's like those burst fire weapons, right? Cannot equip auto loaders or extended magazines. Requires 2. Should we buy this? Wait a minute. Hold up. Hang on a second. So if we look at the mag sniper rifle, right? 6 to 11 plus 4 damage, let's say, right? And then this is 9 to 17 plus 6 damage to shred, but obviously no autoloader or extended that's fine. Granted, you've got to shoot and then load again. I suppose there's that. So I guess that's the downside, right? Is that you shoot. It's like a one-shot thing. One-shot rifle, kind of like the artillery cannon. Ah, I see. And then you auto-reload if you're using the hunter. Well, guess what? This mission is to get us a hunter, so that's pretty gnarly. How much is this? This is 40 supply? Dear God, 40 supply, huh? Okay, we can try it. Why not? Why not? Let's get crazy. I don't know how I feel about this. We'll tell you what. Not the hunting shotgun. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this new prototype plasma hunting shotgun. Dear God. That thing looks beefy. And then we're going to get this mag SMG on our guy. And then we've got our super laser mech artillery cannon. And then we've got another SMG. But honestly, I feel like... So mind you, the bunnies were telling me that if we had Marauder, then we can actually utilize the mag mech cannon to greater effect than the artillery cannon. Now, I don't have Marauder on our guy. So that's something to keep in mind. But I'm very tempted. Do we need to kill harder than he already kills, I guess is the question. That's a silly question. The answer is yes, but honestly, we need armor as well, now that I'm thinking about it. We should probably invest in more Predator armor just to be safer about our bunnies. So if I were to go with, let's say, well, Trooper armor for a recon, as an example, just to at least get 1 HP and reduce the detection radius, that would be awesome. And then I know we have the capability of doing a Holo Targeter Mark II, which we're going to get huge benefits out of if we can actually make it. So I'm looking at... Here we go. Holo Targeter Mark II is an Advent Mech Wreck. So I'm definitely going to do that because that is huge buffs to the bunny's aim and crit. And then now it's a matter of... Do we end up getting some... Calm down, bro, Seth. Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, because you don't read descriptions. Well, there is that. There is that. Yeah, I don't always read descriptions. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and do. Oh, so they can't do predator armor because of the supply. You know what? Let's go with what we got. So we got alloy plating across the board. We've got the hazmat suit and a lot of. Oh, did we double grenade? Oh wow, we really double grenaded. That's kind of crazy, yeah. Hey, Tyree. So first of all, love your name. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. If you're joining us right now, we're currently just preparing for an extraction of a brand new hunter. Hopefully you're doing well. Where are you guys playing today? Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. See, I didn't realize I had so many grenades though, so that was a little embarrassing. We do already have a melee unit, so I'm not going to go ahead and bring them. Let's go ahead and train Azarul. It's been a while, right? It would be really, really awesome to have them. Got a flashbang, a lot of boom. Probably going to get some alloy plating just to make them a little more secure. Their health is a little bit low. They got more ablative, so 8 in total. I kind of wish that I could actually build out the Reaper armor, but unfortunately it's going to be 5 more supply, and I'm not going to make that happen. So let's push forward, and we'll see what we got. Hunter, extremely light. Let's do it. Yeah. And Fortnite. Very interesting. Yeah. How'd you find us? That's awesome. Hopefully your games are going well. I'm assuming you were playing the Battle Royale and not the building focused mode. Yeah. I've only ever played the building focused mode, so I can't really say. I've never tried the Battle Royale before. They're buildings to destroy, just saying, to save time. So here it is. This is the big one. So ambush, advent troop column, full salvage. This is a nasty one. It's going to reduce enemy strength in New Brazil. We're going to go ahead and boost it. That's going to put us to 115%. And now we're at 16 to 18. And we've got some basic bunnies out here. So hopefully they're going to be all right. This is a very, very, very important mission. So very nice warm up indeed. Yeah. BR's words. Oh, heck yes. Yeah. Yeah, see, I've never played it, so I wouldn't be able to comment. I will take your word for it. That's awesome. Hopefully you had a good time. Yeah, long time. Oh, yes, absolutely. Well, my goodness, I apologize. Well, thank you so much for swinging on by, and thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it, yeah? Seems to be a frustrating experience, and HB is famous for not reading descriptions as well. Oh my gosh, I'm totally missing stuff, see? Oh, Asmongold? Oh, no, I've never seen him play a game, yeah? Oh, heck yes, high five. That's right, that's right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you very much. And thank you so much for the redemption of Hydrate. Thank you so much for the redemption of Hydrate. I really appreciate it. We are going to walk in now, because ambushing a troop column is like one of the most profitable missions that we can have. So we've got Advent typically moves its forces in large groups. We've located a smaller unit on its own that is vulnerable to 16 to 18 enemies. A well-timed assault will damage Advent's interest in the region and afford us a rare opportunity to bring home enemy corpses for research. Research and building, yeah. So right now we've got Old Dude 80 as our Death from Above sharpshooter. We've got Antonides, our only Muton trooper. We've got Gothic, one of our training specialists. We've got Panzerbun, our only Templar. We've got Ravens, our Sunrise, our Grenadier with Needle Arsenal. And last but not least, we've got the Tedster. So let's see what we can do. Right now it looks like we're in a... It'd be really, really nice to get up onto this upper echelon right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move directly towards it with Tedster. We'll see if we can't maybe bring ourselves on the backside. If we actually take a look, there's the very border of the map right here. So we'll get on the side of the pillar and we'll group up. Contact. Unfortunately, we are on the wrong side of cover, so I hope that isn't going to be an issue for us. We'll just tuck up to the building and prep ourselves, because right now we need to make sure that what's up above is still safe. So hang tight. And hold. There we go. Hey, Mac, good to see you. High five. Welcome. Yeah, thank you so much, Dets. Yeah, if you'd like to sign up, Dets, just put a link in Twitch chat for bunnies to sign up if you haven't already volunteered and you want to. You got a Flame Viper, a Nausea, Advanced Biotrooper, and a Biotrooper in the distance, so we've identified 5 out of 18. That's actually, I'm realizing that's so much when you've accounted for 5 enemies, and quite frankly, that's not even bringing you into 2 digits yet of people left to identify. So let's just hop up to the top with Tedster. Hope we don't trigger anybody. Small movement, hang tight. There it is. All right, so I am going to tuck up with Tedster, and we're going to try to get as many bunnies up top as possible. So here we go. Old Dude 80 because this is our window. It seems like no one's watching this pipe, so if we can actually get everybody up there on this turn, that'll be amazing. So first move. All right, we got Gothic. We have Panzerbun. And we've got Ravens. And there we go. So far, so good. So no one is in danger yet. Unless they decide to unceremoniously hop to the top, which would be unfortunate, and no idea how their movement's going. So let's go in and have Tedster take a peek over the edge, but not hop over the edge. Just take a peek over the edge. This is the very edge of the map.
Okay.
There we go, sight. So there's the initial 3. Tedster's best chance on survival is stealth at all costs. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got our Magmuton cannon. I mean, that would be nice to engage. So let's tuck up Antonides for Supremo. And Overwatch. We got Gothic. We'll actually have Gothic up on Hoff, and then we'll use Scouting Protocol just to try to contact or make visible any of the pods right here. Oh my god. Wow. Good thing we oh my god. Okay. So how many is in this one pod right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, pod of 6, pod of 3, like pod of 5 right here. What the heck was that? Wow, that's it's a good thing we're on the high ground, and oh my god. All right. Let's okay, maybe right. Let's have, you know what? I almost feel like old dude 80 might be in a good spot over there. Can he? Jeez Louise. Well, gosh, I'm a little tongue-tied at the moment. I'm not too sure what to do here. I definitely want him to split up. That's for sure. Let's get and Ravens on this side. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15 identified. We're literally, if you go top down, we are literally in the middle of 15 advent right here on a 16 to 18 troop column. Holy crap. Right turn, go. Yeah, let's everybody hide. Everybody hide. Hang tight. Old dude 80, I mean, at this point, better just go, I don't know, like here or something. Frost Viper, Frost Legion, Adder, Advent, Mech, Frost. Oh my gosh. All right, and then we'll just have Panzerbun chill. We're gonna Templar shield up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 6. A lot of snakes. A lot of snakes. A lot of frost as well. Hey, Soljan, good to see ya. High five. We're currently in our troop column, and apparently we're in the middle of 15 enemies. There's 2 pods of 6 right here underneath the bridge, and then there's that single pod of 3. Man, if we were a little aggressive and just immediately assaulted this pod, we'd have gotten hit by 12 on our flank. That would have been really bad. Well, let's see. We are currently concealed with Tedster. He hops on down. I can't guarantee he's not going to get spotted. So what if we bring ourselves forward to Ted? Take a gander. I'd love it if we can get across the road and get maybe like up here with old dude 80. Then he's shooting from one side instead of being on something bifurcated by 2 separate sides. But I don't know if that's going to be possible. We will only know if we hop on down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait one more turn. That's going to allow us to get Scouting Protocol from Gothic. That's going to allow us to know where the other pods are for a split moment before we try to hop to the other side, because I don't have a good way that I can think of to identify where everyone is unless we're on the bottom. And I don't think I want Tedster to just jump down just at this very second. At least we don't have an initial timer, right? So let's get old dude 80 over here while we can relocate, and we're going to go ahead and steady weapon. We got Antonides. We'll just have him tuck up. Overwatch. Hey, Paprikek. High five. Good to see ya. And then we got Gothic. One turn, he'll get Scouting Protocol back. And then we're going to go in and get Panzerbun just right here. Right on the corner. And I'm just going to hunker down here. There it is. Hey, Anakitis. Good to see ya. Speaking of which, you are with us on the next mission. I'd rather push down to the end of the railway, wait for the pod in the house to come back. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, currently we're in a ambush column. Ambush troop column. Okay, this looks like they might be separating. I don't like they've got a sectoid abjurer. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and start off with Gothic. He's going to toss out scouting protocol. No one initially right below us, so it seems like everyone's separated. That's really good news. Let's go ahead and hop down with Tedster. Or better yet, let's hop down and hop back up. So let's see what we can do. Here comes Tedster. Oh my... All right, contact. Tedster. I thought there was no one. There's everybody. All right, we are in serious trouble. That was a huge flop. Yeah, serious freaking trouble. All right, immediately we need to toss an evac zone. Did we just aggro the majority of the troop column? Yes, we did. All right. Like more rustic, less sci-fi. Yeah, we are not in a good spot at all. Yeah, we literally, I think we just mobbed up. We mobbed up at least 15, so we haven't gotten the whole map, but there it is. All right, big problem. We need to get on one side. We need to fight them on the other. So that means we can't be in the middle. We don't want them coming up from both sides. We need to establish 1 point. The problem is Tedster. I mean, at this point, it seems like this is the way to go, but this is like the opposite of the known. This is the unknown. So we're going to be fighting into the unknown versus fighting into the corner here where we can at least isolate their angles. But okay, it seems like we've got to push to where Tedster is. This is bad. But then we've got these guys underneath with the Abjure. That's really bad. Is there a tower? We could alarm the missing pod as well. I mean, we might as well at this point. Where does this go? I mean, or we fight up above. So actually, let's take stock before it gets too crazier. Or we could do a running fight along the train, but then old dude 8's going to be useless, right? Blow them all up. We got Pathfinder, Shield Bearer. We've got Rocketeer, Duelist, Adder, Mech, Frost Legion Adder, Frost Viper, Advent, Mech, Sectoid, Abjurer, Naja, Flame Viper, Biotrooper, Advanced Biotrooper. I'm thinking the Rocketeer needs to go for sure. The mechs are a threat, but not world ending. But yeah, they're pretty bad. Actually, they're all really bad. So I would think if we can somehow get rid of the Rocketeer first, that'd be amazing. That's 8 though, and he's in a pretty central spot right now. Yeah, I vote Boom Boom. Yes, we all vote Boom Boom. Let's see what we got right now. Old dude 80, he's got precision shot. I mean, that's awesome. We've got one mech below. We've got the Biotrooper, Advanced Biotrooper, the Pathfinder, the Adder, God, and then the mech again. Okay, and then when we look at Ravens, Tedster, old dude, Antonides, and Panzerbun. Well, Panzerbun's a good start. If we hit the Adder, he's got the Cryo Spray Smart Vest. That's not the best for us. That's actually really bad. Frost Viper has no Cryo Spray Smart Vest. We got another Frost Viper. We've got the Pathfinder. I mean, that might give us a little bit of an opening here if we can maybe roll a little higher. So it's 6 damage. We'd have to roll a little bit higher. Let's try to clear that Pathfinder. We need to establish some kind of a space in the middle of the fight. There it is. 1 down. Autoloader. Yeah, guns off the field, but mind you, depending on what guns, even if we get a bunch of guns off the field, one rocket can drop us all out and we'll take fall damage and potentially die, and we'll drop into the middle of their formation. So there's still some kind of prioritization to have. So I'm just trying to think here. If we can... So where can we move here? That's half, but then you were basically moving into the middle of the Vipers. If we get onto the opposite side, that's... No, that's not it. Then there's Tedster. Tedster does have command, but he's in a bad spot. We can also Oscar Mike, which actually Oscar Mike isn't too bad, but that will use up the end of his turn, and Tedster's going to be out in the open, and that is no bueno. We've seen what happens to Tedster, so I almost feel like we've got to leave Tedster out of this one. Precision shot. If we get a kill on someone who's if we're above, then we get DFA and we get one more action, right? So as much as I want to take out that guy, I might need to leave it to the other bunnies, and means precision shot needs to go into someone like this. Send it. Advent mech. That's not a kill. That is not a kill. That is not what we needed. Antonides. We've got suppressing fire. We've got... Do they all have armor? No, they're not going to be able to... That does not hit 2. That hits 1. They're very well spread. We can shield up. we should probably shield up. Let's go ahead and do it. Templar shield. So that means, oh god, that means we're locked in place with old guy. All right. We probably should have opened first. We get the kill. That's not going to allow him to move. We can mark as well. We've got in Ravens. With the frag, I don't think it's 4 to 7 damage, and that guy's got 8. We could hit 2. It's not wide enough of a blast template to hit both of these guys. God, they're perfectly spread. If we come out on flesh, I mean, we can at least get a move and relocate, yeah. That would be a great joy. Let me just take care of this first. There we go. Does Grenadier have salvo? Grenadier does... I think they do. I think they do. It looks like we've gone boosted core, needle arsenal, sapper. No, we don't yet. It depends which Grenadier, and Ravens is not there yet. So unfortunately we do not. So we can't go ahead and toss the grenade and then get an action. Man, that blows. I think I might need to use flesh just to move Tedster. There's the duelist. There's the adder. He'll freeze. And then there's that adder. He'll freeze. There's the Viper. He won't freeze. And the mech is going to be left out in the open. That doesn't seem to work. So it's almost like he should probably hit the adder and freeze. At least he'll be out of line of sight of most people until all the explosive starts to come, right? There's that. And with all these Vipers down there, I'm very tempted to toss a frag down this way. That'll hit 2 of the Vipers. Dear God. I don't think there's a good way out of this. I may just have to strike like this and position ourselves out in the open, but up above. And most of these people are going to come up. The Vipers, oh God, especially with the, oh no. Oh, that's a doozy. Well, I can bring ourselves to the end here on half with Antonides, and that would at least spread us out. And he's a pretty tough cookie, tough nut to crack. That would be a kill. The nausea is not great, but... And then we've got this guy, 94%, 6 to 11. That's another 5. We'd have to roll really high to take that guy down. That's with a Magmuton cannon. We've got in Ravens. Cross all finger to toe, toss himself for good luck, whatever else it takes. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. If we were to relocate with Tedster, get him over here, that might help. Unless, well, I guess if the rocket comes, then the rocket comes. Where can we run to with Tedster? Off on this edge? That might be better. Let's get over here with Tedster. So we're pulling off the edge. I mean, at this point, I don't think we can get the Rocketeer safely, so we should probably focus on those that are above, right? So that leaves us with Antonides, that leaves us with Ravens. That's it. Dear God. So we can't deal with both of these guys at once, I don't think. If we were to bayonet charge, that's not enough. Oh, call for evac. Yep, you got it. You got it. Call for evac. Good call. There. If they don't blow a hole in it, hopefully it'll be all right. And suppressing fire, I mean, we could at least drop a target. I guess there's that. We can also area suppress, but that is not going to grab as many people as I'd want. We could suppress on the opposite side. The nausea's going to get hit. Sectoid Abjurer is probably going to panic or something like that. We could try to roll high. The problem with the Frost Adder up here is that even if you do damage to them, it's not going to break the bind, and he's almost guaranteed going to bind somebody. But I think we just have to let him be. I really want to kill one of the targets here, but the problem with this guy is that he's going to cause chill, but there's a lot of things that's going to cause chill, and chill's going to make it very difficult to maneuver on the battlefield, and it's basically a slow constriction until death. So I think we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to roll for it. Here we go. Suppressing fire. Solid damage, And the Frost mech has been cleared. Antonides is able to engage and area suppress once again. That is phenomenal. All right, so we've got in Ravens. He's the last one outside of Antonides with a non-movement action. And Ravens just has frags. Just frags. I mean, that helps a little bit, right? That being up here doesn't help. Being over here kind of helps. And Ravens, how are you doing? Not much in terms of health. We're basically outflanked by the Viper. But I feel like before we die, let's actually pull back here. Oh my god. I mean, we finished this. That's going to be really helpful. Maybe we can hit these two. All right, send it. Frag, and at least we'll drop out a mech. We'll have removed 2 mechs. We'll have busted up on that or a little bit. And then what we can do is area suppress, or maybe suppress. No, not the Frost Legionnaire. That's not going to do it. It's going to reduce his aim, though. But we area suppress here on the Abjurer and the Nausea. I mean, that's really great. Let's go ahead and do it to the Abjurer and the Nausea, and then we're just going to take this bind. Do it up. Here we go. All right, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Here they come. Frost Viper has just chilled Tedster. New Frost Viper. Shot to Tedster. High cover. Hits him for full damage. Blows right through his ablative. Frost Legionnaire. Chills. No damage. New Frost Legionnaire can probably continue to chill. Ablative to Gothic. Shield Bearer. Energy Shield. That's the Nausea. Nausea down. Good job. Good job to Antonides. Flame Viper engages Seething to cause flame. And misses. Thank God. No burning. No burning. Abjurer runs the suppression. And kills! Antonides is down 3. He's down 3. Advanced Biotrooper. Shot out to Gothic. Gothic's bleeding out. We no longer have a medical specialist. Biotrooper. Shout out to Old Dude 80. Old Dude 80's good. We still have the Rocketeer. Rocketeer hasn't engaged. All right, so we've got a bleed out. I think... Do we have any other med kits? We've got 1 med kit. It's on Tedster. That's it. Tedster has 1 health. All right. We got to hold out. We got to hold out. All right, where are we at? 75. Lead the target. I mean, there's Biotrooper. There's the Shield Bearer. If we were able to punch through that, yeah, we need a medic for the medic. It's true. It's unfortunate. Frost Legionnaire and then the guy right behind you. Okay, okay. Well, Panzerbun does have invert. Wait, he does have invert. We can invert with old guy. That's not what I want. If I actually go here, we can also soul shot. Send it. Soul shot. Panzerbun. Long range. Frost Legionnaire. Inner flank. 8 damage. Remaining 2. We're going to go ahead and Templar Shield. He's going to draw a lot of fire. We got Tedster. He's got flesh. He's got flesh. He's all chilled up, though. And that's why we have reduced range. We've got reduced range on this one. We can also Oscar Mike. That'll give us 5 for the turn. 5 mobility for the turn. But I don't know if we're going to actually use all that. We've got Supremo. Reload, take the shot, 55. Or, no, if we get close, he's going to get frozen and we're going to lose another bunny. With Sunrise, I say we pull off the main front line. Let's pull Sunrise off the line. Moving to position. I really want to get a frag out there, but right now, we kind of need to clear this. This is for you. I need a guarantee here. Shot. All right, good kill. So we could heal ourselves, but then we cannot stabilize. So we've got 3 turns until Sky Ranger arrives, and it's 3 turns until bleed out. So I think utilizing the health kit on Tedster isn't going to fly, because by the time the Sky Ranger arrives, it's going to be too late by the 1 turn. It's basically going to arrive simultaneously when Gothic dies, and I'm not going to prioritize that. So we still do have command points. so let's see where we are. We can't see any of the bunnies from this position, and because we're chilled, we can't really get to the bunnies unless we just sprint and go, which I might have to do. If we were to flesh, then yes, we'd hit that guy. He's got a cryo spray vest. I feel like we got to pull off and pull away. If you heal the medic will be able to heal the others the following turn. Potentially. All right, let's go in and pull Tedster back over. He's got 1 health. The duelist is below. Where's the Rocketeer? Rocketeer's still in the same spot. We caught a glimpse of him. Old Dude 80 is Frost Legion Adder. That's all the chill. Shield Bearer. The damage we can do is 6 to 11 standard, right? We already utilized Precision Shot. 65%. 64. 75 on the Bio Trooper. The Bio Troopers are pretty nasty. Antonides does have Suppressing Fire. 53. Let's reload. Suppressing Fire on the Frost Legion Adder. Send it. All right, good damage. That's a graze? Wow, that's a graze. And then suppress. Beautiful. Am I still in the med bay? Mac, no, you are not. You're good to go. You're back in the armory right now. So we got an area suppress on the Frost Legion Adder. And I think it's locked up the UI for some reason. You know, there's a big part of me that's hoping it's going to freeze right now. There's a big part of me that's hoping that this is a bug. It's too bad I can't control the... Yeah, well, that's too bad, right? Let's get out of here. Well, we should probably reload that. Oh my goodness. Oh no, a bug. Holy moly. Well, actually, legit, I'm gonna give it 5 more seconds. If it doesn't return control to me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, that sucks. Seems like we should probably reload. God, that was horrible. Alt F4 ASAP. Yeah, let's yeah, we'll come back to that. Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. Well, that was very exciting. Glad we were able to start that one. Bugs are here and there and everywhere. It seems like you just got something got to deal with every once in a while. It's not a common occurrence, but when it happens, you know, it's really the bunny god telling you something, right? Our Muton knew he had to do something about the situation. Yes, he did. He honestly did the best thing that we could have possibly imagined, right? Okay, well, let's take this from the top. Now that it's a little bit of a do-over here, let's see what... Let's all agree not to do that again, please. I mean, there's still a lot of enemies. I'm not saying we're going to get out of here safely, but that was our only way out safely. So that was terrifying. I'm a run to the bath. I need to change my underwear. Oh, yes, I think we all do. Muton hit Groundhog Day button. Yes. Thank God. Thank God for a Muton. Can we try that again? Yes, we're going to try that again. We're in the same mission. And we're not going to... Yeah, let's not let that happen. That's horrible. That was horrible. I don't like it one bit. And we're gonna maybe just stay right here, move a little at a time, right? What about Old Dude? Let's actually get Old Dude up the high ground already. Let's start on this side. I really like the middle. I don't know if I like the middle anymore. I don't know if I like the middle anymore. Here we go, Antonides. And can we all please say how much of a hero Antonides is? Dear God, he killed like 5 people in 2 turns and froze the game. That's like, you can't ask for a better bunny right there. My God, what a guy. What a guy. Just toss this out and just verify the horrible pain. Look at this. Okay, so that's 6 here, 6 here, 2 here, 3 here. So very good to know. When we say try that again, it means aggro over half the map. Oh, that was already over half the map. So, you know, we're...
I trust in your command.
You know, you do one thing once, you know, do the second thing, hopefully not twice, right? Killed 3 people and a process. Yeah, no kidding. And the process. That's the more important bit. And then we'll get End Ravens to hide. Hiding's good. Let's pile everything on the player. It makes sense. Let's do it. Yeah, they talked themselves into it. What can we say? All right, good job us. Good job us. Okay, well let's move through the building. How about that? That sounds like a great plan. We're gonna go here and then tuck on over with old dude. You'll probably see somebody, right? Oh, nobody. All right, fair enough. Well, let's get Tedster. He's gonna sally forth. Call him task manager from now on.
Looks like hostiles over here.
All right, contact 2 biotrooper buddies, and then the Snaky Snooze and the Abjure. We don't like them. Okay, Overwatch for Tedster. I actually am just gonna stay right there. We are gonna all get inside the building. That seems better, if you ask me. Walk it off. We got Panzerbun. Oh, we're breaking glass. Are we really breaking glass now? And then we got N Ravens. There it is. All right, everyone inside except for Tedster. He's gonna be our eyes on the ground. I was seeing the sky. Okay, that's a lot of snakes. That's 4 snakes and 2 mechs. Hey, Black Jackal, good to see ya. High five.
Enemy sighted.
If you're joining us right now, we're in Groundhog Day. Oh yeah, look at them all grouped up. Love that. Our eyes in the ground. No, not like 6 feet under the ground, in the ground. Hey, Happy Mara, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Bunny League. Very good to have you with us, yeah? High five. Happy Tuesday. All right, so it's a much happier Tuesday now that we're not all dead. That's great. I'm always a fan of that action. And while we're at it, we might as well get old dude 80. I mean, he's got some potential shots right here. We move here. That's nice. We move here. That's pretty good as well. Let's actually get on this side. There it is. At least he'll have that high cover and not be fully exposed. Yeah, I came. Oh, there you go. You already saw the madness. My goodness, that's embarrassing. Well, hopefully you are well. Yeah, just in time for all of the action. Well, maybe not all. We don't want all of the action. We just want some of the action. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a tad. Just a tadsies. A wee little tadsies. There's Gothic, and then of course we got Panzerbun, and we got Ravens. Okay, well, Ravens can probably be... Let's actually move Ravens over to the next apartment. Like, we're gonna go apartment hunting here. Dad says he failed this much all night. I mean, it depends on our interpretation of failure, right? Okay. That's the thing. It depends on the interpretation of failure. All right, let's get off the ground because we don't want to be all down there. That's ludicrous. I mean, who would do such a thing, right? And we might as well get inside and maybe peek from here. Yeah, there we go. So our scout is going to be in the apartment with us. That seems like a fair play, fair shake. There we go. I'll stretch this out here. It's just a warm-up round. Yes, absolutely. Guess he gets the Ice Cube medal for freezing the game and saving the squad. Yes. All right, good. I like the disappearing squad right here. Nobody needs to worry about them, right? Advanced Biotrooper. I think the big issue is when we have Panzerbun, he doesn't actually exactly have ranged opportunities, so he's gonna have to go down there and melee, and that's definitely going to trigger more pods when he does it. So I'm kind of at a loss with this one. Yeah, so maybe he'll just kind of take a peek and see what's out there, or we go all the way to the other side. And what if we fight from here? So here's the thing: if the enemy has 15 enemies on this very terminated point of the map, what if we go all the way down here and attack from this? Oh, this is a very short map. This is a very short map. Yeah, we'll evac as soon as, or throw the evac as soon as we have been revealed after the ambush, because we wouldn't want that like right off the bat. Yeah. Let's get N Ravens in. So he's up on the wall. Now all the bunnies are on the wall. So I'm actually going to start shifting. That seems like a good thing to do, away from the 15 people and attack them from the outside. We don't want to attack them right from the gooey center, right? Because that would just be not great. I will shift. Everyone's going to keep shifting. Antonides. Looks like Were Bunny's hunting evening all. Hey, Recypher, good to see ya. If you're joining us, we are currently definitely hunting. We're hunting for a better position where we will not die.
Onward.
Hang tight. Careful of the Rocketeer. Oh, you're right. Yeah, the Rocketeer is my numero uno enemy for sure. That guy is kind of scary. He could wreck this whole plan. Then again, there's a lot of things that could wreck this whole plan. I'm so glad that all of these apartments are connected somehow. I doubt that they've got any scouts up here. I hope. All right, everybody moving.
Got it. Moving.
Great
Let's
job,
do this.
bunnies. Great job. Didn't set off the hornet's nest this time. That's great. Did I say this time? I meant... I meant didn't set up the hornet's nest at all. Ever. Wouldn't dream of it. My goodness. Okay, great. 6 of us just taking a walk out here in urban environments.
Affirmative. Moving out.
All right, Ted, so we're coming around, and then we'll bring you on over to the edge here. What a hive of doom. Yeah, what a horrible place to be. I don't know why anyone would even think about living here. My goodness. Off we go. Panzerbun
I can cover it.
and Ravens. All right, perfect. What I'd like to do is get to the edge, this edge of the map.
Over there.
Yeah, look, I like this. Closest contact is in that direction. And then I might even get up here. That would be great. Can we go any farther? This is the very edge of the map right here. Yeah. So first things first, let's do a very careful hop down. Maybe like there.
On my way.
Straight down and in the door. There we go. No contact. Isn't that a wonderful thing? No contact. I love that. No contact is a wonderful, wonderful thing. There's the very border right there. So we know there isn't anybody there. And let's tuck up. We got old dude 80, so we'll have him on the half. We'll have Antonides, who's a freaking god at this point in my eyes. He always has been, but now he's even more so. We'll get him like, I don't know, there. We're still all concealed, right? So one movement at a time. One movement at a time. There we go. So we're coming from the complete opposite side of the map. Gothic. We got Panzerbun. I'll actually keep Panzerbun on the inside. And then we've got Ravens, who can move right here. There it is. All right. Much better already. I'm very tempted to reveal myself already just by throwing the evac zone.
What was that?
Just throw the evac beacon and it'll call them to us. You know what I mean? All right, looking good. Looking good. Okay. So let's have Tedster advance.
Confirmed. On the move.
We'll confirm there's no one inside of the chess club over here. Although, wow, beautiful that they've got a chess club in a place like this. Amazing. Wow, awesome. Okay, well, old dude 80. Old dude 80 is actually not in a horrible spot. I mean, I'd prefer him to be on this side. I suppose let's get Gothic to come on up. Having Gothic on the top allows him to traverse left and right and get line of sight on the bunnies and then help them out. He does have Gremlin stabilize and heal, which is going to be huge. Not that we need it at all, but you know what I mean. You know, not that we need it. We don't want to just assume that we're going to need medical attention or anything horrible like that, right? Let's stay far, far away with old dude 80. And then we'll get Antonides to cross on over to support. We got Panzerbun.
I'll go quickly.
We have Ravens.
Good to go.
Totally unnecessary skill. Yes, yes. It's just like one of those Renaissance skills that, you know, it's nice. It's a cozy feeling to have, but totally not needed, like, ever. Of course, the enemy decided that they would attack those with Renaissance skills, which is just honestly showing their complete lack of culture. I'm so surprised. I didn't expect that from Advent. I thought for sure they'd be into preserving humanity. Wait, what am I talking about? Well, let's get Tedster to maybe come up the middle here. And he'll be able to kind of take a gander out to the left side. He can't see underneath the bridge, which is unfortunate. Oh, is that a... What was that? Was that a drone? Oh, there's a drone there. Why is there a drone there? Oh my gosh, I'm not moving forward a smudge at all. Preserving in a vat of goo. I love you, Cindy. That's horrible and amazing. I get it. In a vat of goo. Yes. Preserve in a vat of goo. Honestly. It's just something else entirely. Well, there's one way to find out scouting protocol. Dude, what is that? There's literally a gremlin right there, and we did a scouting protocol right on it, and I don't know what that is. Why is that even there? That's scaring me. All right.
Hide my hand.
Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Templar shield. Not that we need it, but you know, Templar shield and all. And Ravens is coming on over to the edge here. Hey, Smeebs, good to see ya. I5. Yeah, what's with this guy? Like an invisible... Okay. Oh, look, it's the original pod. They came all the way out this way. Wow, it's like they want to say hello. Well, you know, we don't see the rest of them yet. I mean, we might as well get involved. Lead the target on the Flame Viper. That sounds excellent. Or we get a shot on the Flame Viper. Or we do precision shot on the Flame Viper, and that's 60%. I mean, it would be cool to aggro them. Maybe we do it. Maybe we make that happen, right? We got Panzerbun. We've got Ravens. Yeah, looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with lead the target right here on the Flame Viper. Let's open this up, and we're actually going to utilize the frag grenade, which got to move a little farther forward, right? Maybe out this way to the vehicle. And not quite there. Gosh darn it. All right. Well, I guess Overwatch. And for Gothic. And for Panzerbun. And for Ravens and Tedster. Now, Tedster. Get some? Nah. Let's just Overwatch it across the board. Overwatch it across the board. Let's shift left.
Path is clear.
And we're going to Templar shield. And we're just going to open with lead the target. Here we go. Hang tight. What do they got?
Hostile forces spotted.
Oh, there's more. Muton Hunter. He doesn't have a gremlin. Well, here comes old dude 80. Nice. Flame Viper down. Beautiful. All right, mood to engage. I'm sure. Okay, so we can already see the Rocketeer in the distance as well as the Shield Bearer. They are out there. There's the... I think it's a Pathfinder. Yeah, you can see more of the enemy just outside of range here. Rocketeer. We've got the Muton Hunter. We still haven't been engaged yet. Let's go in and toss the evac. Toss the beacon. I'm half thinking maybe we just toss it down there so we don't have to worry about it getting blown out of the water. We have more reliability here. Yeah, time for Muton Stakes with Snake Chops. Sectoid Abjurer. Well, that's the 170. Better yet, let's go ahead and combat protocol. That'll deal with any sort of... We can save our interference charges. There we go. That's a clear. Beautiful. So that's one pod cleared already. We're going to go in and Templar shield up. We have already been revealed. We're going to get reloaded.
Oh, yeah.
Overwatch with the laser shotgun. We've got Tedster. We'll just tuck up one. And the shot for flanking is the Muton Hunter. So Overwatch.
I've got my eyes on.
Old dude 80. Let's reload steady weapon. There it is. Antonides reload. Overwatch. Hold. Hang tight. Where are they going? Rocketeer, Duelist, Shield Bearer, Pathfinder. That is this is a solid group to take out. This would be great to not have on the field if we can isolate them. Very excited about this, actually. Shotgun's kind of far. That's a whiff. Yeah, all of these guys are nasty on force amplification, yeah? Shield Bearer, Ablative. All right, there it is. The other pod hasn't moved yet. Pathfinder is Overwatch. Muton Hunter. Have they aggroed? They've aggroed. All right, there it is. So we got 7. Oh, it's a Frost Technician. That's the guy we couldn't see. It's almost like he had stealth or something. What the heck was that? Precision shot on the Muton Hunter. We've got the Duelist. We got the Technician. And we got the Pathfinder. All right, so we can't see the Shield Bearer. We do have our frag, which would be awesome. We could also, if we could move up a little bit, then we can actually hit the car as well, which obviously will blow up some of the bodies. But at this point, I think safety over everything else. We also have Gothic with interference. Let's go in and clear out the Overwatch to give us a little more mobility. We don't want to move too far forward. There's an Overwatch clear. We've got Panzerbun. Panzerbun can get in there as well, but we don't want to start with that. If we shift up, who are we looking at? Rocketeer. Being there's not the best. I'm more happy with Antonides being there, if anything. Or can we go through the building? Is there a door here? There's a door on the backside that'll allow us to get an angle. And then obviously we come from above. We can't see them directly. We come across the top. There's a door here. Yeah, it's a lot of weaving in and out, yeah. So I'm thinking if we could open with Ravens from here, I don't think Tedster can see us. We'd have to be on this side for Tedster to get another go with a command point. So I'm actually going to take Antonides and shift him right. Hopefully we don't aggro anybody. No, we didn't. Okay, perfect. And then we got armor on the shield bearer as well. We got suppressing fire, 94% on the heavy rocketeer. I mean, that's very, very, very awesome. 64, we've got the AP grenade. So what I want to do is take our boy and we're going to shift him to high cover just to get a little farther forward. We've got the frag and we can actually hit this shield bearer and the car at the same time. We could also send one here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this grenade and open up the side here. We'll get a little bit of shred. So that's one. We've got a command point coming in from Tedster. All right, good shred. We have command. We can give another point for another grenade. And we'll just start to clear some cover, right? We hit this again with Needle Arsenal. I mean, that could be very potent, but we can also potentially deal something catastrophic. We can clear some of that ablative. That'll be amazing. Right in the middle. Nice! So that helps with the cover and makes this more potent now. We got a Pathfinder. We've got a Duelist. We've got a Frost Technician. I want that guy gone. 97. Old dude. Good clear. Beautiful. 20 damage from old dude. 80. Absolutely massive hit. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, so with suppressing fire now, 94, we got to get the Rocketeer. Like, we have to get the Rocketeer. So we've got Antonides, we got Gothic. Gothic has... He can hop on down and utilize... He doesn't have combat protocol at the moment. We have that on cooldown. We need to build some focus. Let's go ahead and strike on the Pathfinder. Moving a little bit far forward, unfortunately. And that's a good clear on that Pathfinder. Pick up an auto loader. So right now we have down 6 enemies out of 18. And we can even Templar shield. Let's hold. We got old dude 80 on the DFA action, Antonides, and then Gothic. Okay. Well, we definitely need to get the Rocketeer. That is a must. So as much as I hate it, see, if we do the AP grenade, that's not going to hit more than one. We might as well do suppressing fire and get that kill. Hit that Rocketeer, 94. Good kill. Beautiful. Rocketeer's been cleared. That leaves the Muton Hunter, the Duelist, and the Shield Bearer, all dangerous, but not a bunch of AoE that can just destroy everything that we're standing on at least, right? And because we got that, we can actually suppress as well. So let's hold. And that leaves Gothic, that leaves Panzer, and then the backup action. We don't need the holo target right now, I don't think, right? We don't need it. So I'm going to go ahead and prep for the next, and we're going to go ahead and steady weapon, yeah? Hang tight. Antonides. Area suppressed, not needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and the Duelist takes a lot of shots. The Hunter has what again? Muton Hunter rifle fires a shot. If he gets a kill, he gets to move. I mean, it's pretty nasty. We do have aid protocol as well. Aid Supremo, aid the shields, and aid. I'm gonna go ahead and aid to our Grenadier, to Ravens, and then send it into Overwatch. Panzer is going to stand out in the open with the Templar shield and get a bunch of ablative, and then I'm actually going to suppress. If we suppress the Hunter, we reduce aim for 1 attack. If we suppress the Shield Bearer, I'm not going to do that. If we suppress the Duelist, then, and he tries to move, we might get the kill. And now we'll remove a gun from the field, and he shoots multiple times quite often. I think I'm going to go ahead and focus, but I mean, the hit from this is a lot nastier, so I think I'm going to go ahead and suppress the hunter. All right, cross your fingers. What do we got? They've got 3. Incoming. Duelist is up. He's got the shot on the Templar. Misses. Panzerbun with Indomitable gets another focus. Now he's got 2 out of 3. Duelist relocates. Takes another shot, most likely. Misses with ankle shot. Hunter runs suppression. Gets hit. He now has 8 left and 2 armor. He's got another shot on the Templar. We take a big hit, but he's got 3 ablative remaining. And what about the shield bearer? What's the shield bearer doing? That's it. Wow. Excellent. Couldn't have asked for better. What do we have here? 100% on the duelist. Drop that guy. Come on. Let's go and get the reload. Good job, old dude. We're going to preemptively reload. We've got Antonides. He's got on suppressing fire 54, 43. It's just the remaining 2, right? Now, obviously, they got a lot of snakes out there. We only have however many frags remaining. We could hit 2. Let's go ahead and open them up and get some shred on there. So we'll have 1 more grenade thanks to the advanced grenade launcher with a double use off the grenade slot. And there's the shred. So 1 more point remaining on the hunter. The hunter's down to 6. Both are down to 6, actually. We have Tedster. Don't want to reveal him yet. 84. Perfect. Send that. Good kill. Shield bearer down for Antonides. And we're going to follow it up with the suppress on the hunter. Panzerbun. Coming on the strike 94. We might aggro more. We can also soul shot. Oh, we can. Well, I don't want to invert just yet. Let's hold on that. If we can save the focus, that'll be great. We're going to come down with Gothic. He's 1 turn away from combat protocol. 37. I mean, we might as well try. Let's go for it. Nice! 37% for Gothic. Absolutely. What a Hail Mary, and just downs the hunter. Amazing job. Amazing job, bunnies. All right, let's go in and cross. We're going to go ahead and shield up. We need to just prep. We need 1 turn off. We need 1 turn off. I don't care about the loot right now. I mean, that's... And honestly, we need to take a gander. We're going to hop on forward and let's see what we got. I heard something on the right there. I've arrived with all the grace and subtlety of sight recon. Yes, you have. Here, let's come out this way. Yeah, she remembered her earlier sniper incarnation. Absolutely. So we're going to grab that with our concealed Tedster. Hair trigger enhanced advent weapon crate. Got a 30+ percentile. All right, incoming. Frost Viper, Frost Mech. No contact. We've got the Biotroopers on the left. I feel that they're a bigger threat and they're in a nastier spot right now, right? So does old dude have anything? He doesn't have any shots here. So no shots for old dude 80. Let's go and everyone stay still. Get reloaded. We need this moment. So full reload. We're completely out. Get a reload here for Ravens. Tedster. Old dude's good. All right, we're good. We're good. So let's see. Right now, not on Tedster, not on old dude, but on Gothic, he's got Haywire Protocol. 69% to shut that down. Let's hold on that one. We know the Frost Mech and the Advent Mech are moving with 4 Vipers, so we aggro that. We may get it early, and I don't want that. So let's just hang tight. We're going to Overwatch for 1 more turn. We're going to hang tight here. Let's go in and Templar shield ya. Or better yet, can we head inside? So we're going to head inside and stack right next to the door. So we're going to set an ambush with Panzerbunya. 69 will always work. If 37% actually hits like that, we're no longer allowed to complain about 95%. Overwatch. Definitely need to come on up for Tedster. I don't want him in the middle of everything. And we're going to Overwatch. And I'm going to steady weapon for old dude 80. And Overwatch for Antonides. Let's see where they are. So, bunch of snakes, 2 mechs right here, yeah? 95% of the time it misses every time. There we go. We got our evac zone. Thank God. So we got our safety blanket right here. So let's go ahead and move. Take a quick peek this way.
Moving out.
So that's what's below. And we don't have sight, so I'm going to move right back. We don't have sight. I'm definitely not hopping down, that's for sure. We may have some experience with that. That was not so great. Overwatch. Let's get... God, I want to just weave through this here. Take a peek. Shield up. 6 to 8 left, so like a very light GOP. Oh, yeah. Hold. Hold. I know those troopers are out there. There they are. Perfect. If we can isolate them, that'll make this so much better. Shot from Antonides. Gets the graze. I can't even see him from there. What an amazing shot Antonides is. Biotrooper and Overwatch. All right, there it is. Okay, so no shots from old Dude 80. No support in that fashion. We don't have interference available. I'm honestly with these guys. Let's just go ahead and volt this guy. Eat it. All right, Overwatch removed. Let's go in and soul shot that guy. Hope we can hit him. 84%. Come on, Panzer. Urban Sniper. Oh, so close. So close. All right, shield up. I mean, let them come to us at that point, right? I don't want to engage with... I don't want to move forward with our guys. Let him come to us. I wish we were a recon and we could hollow target that guy. Overwatch. We might as well Overwatch with old guy and old watch. Overwatch. Old watch it is. Oh, well, there's the other pod. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow. Dude, Antonides is oh my, he's a Terminator. Wow, look at that grouping. Glad we saved a frag. Advanced Biotrooper is hanging tight. Perfect, perfect. Well, we've got shots now. 83. Frost Legion Adder. That guy's got some loot. Precision target. Hit that guy. Old Dude 80. Good damage, good damage. Antonides. We also have the area suppress. I mean, we could just... Let's see, what else do we have? We move, we get hit. We've got interference. We do have interference. There it is. Remove that Overwatch. And if we take a look, this does bring us up to 18. So this has got to be the last of the enemy on the field. Basically, we've got 4 Vipers. We have 1 mech, and we've got 1 advanced Biotrooper. And I think we've cleared off all of the Overwatch shenanigans. So let's go ahead and open this up. We're going to strike with Panzerbun. Clear our flank. And even if we don't, I mean, he's still able to do quite a lot. Oh, you... That's what Gothic was warning about. Bio faceless every time. My goodness. Wow, wow, wow. What a guy. Well, fancy that. All right, and Ravens. We got Tezzer. Now, Tezzer can flash all the way over here. He'll get the reveal, and he'll even be behind half cover, but then he's all grouped up. So let's see. We've got Antonides. We got Gothic. Do any of them have armor? Just the Frost mech, right? I mean, the AP grenade would be amazing. We can also shut down our guy. And then let's start with Ravens. So we're going to hop, get the shot off. Not quite where we want to be. We're going to hop up to half, which is a little scary, but definitely needed. And I'm definitely going to open up the right side here. So Frost mech, double Frost Viper. Here comes the boom. Good shred, good damage. 14 damage and a little bit of shred. Okay, now... Oops, did not mean to do that. What was that? If we tuck up the full, we've got that AP grenade as well. Obviously, it's not going to do too much. Can we get 3? I don't think we can get 3. Maybe. I think we can only get 2 at a time. But still very potent. I think I'm going to go for the center right here. Let's go in an AP grenade. Frost Legion Adder and the Frost Viper with more health at 7. Very solid. We get a kill. Got Combat Protocol. That's for 2. That's for 3 to 4. I think this one can roll a little higher, and we might even drop him. And then we got Panzerbun. Let's go ahead and shield up for Panzerbun. And then we got Tedster, Gothic. Tedster, Gothic. Okay. I'm going to bring ourselves over with Gothic. We'll go in and get a shot on. 92 for Gothic. Good kill. Frostmax down. Leaves just the... Well, I guess the Adder and the Vipers. And then, of course, the Bio Faceless. We can give a command and we could finish the Bio Faceless. Or we could give another command to Sunrise. But honestly, he doesn't have any more frags. So I'm going to go ahead and give the command out to Panzerbun. And, oh, I'm so tempted. If we Volt here... That's 3. That's 3 to 6, huh? Sure. Volt. Nice! High five! That's the way. All right, 2 left, 2 left. Frost Legion Adder's completely fresh. Gets a little chill, no damage. Chill, no damage. Bio Faceless is not chill and doesn't like Panzerbun and misses. High five. There it is. I really feel like a combat medic getting some nice kills. Yeah, you are. All right, so old dude 80 doesn't have a shot from here. Let's see what we can do. Let's get into the flanking position out with Antonides. He's got the shot. He's got suppressing fire. Let's go ahead and land that. 95. Excellent. Enemy down. And then it's up to Panzerbun. Hopefully he can finish the job. Oh, not right now. Okay, there we go. Hang tight. Strike him. He got the regen, though. So he's got 1 left. He's got 1 left. Come on. Come on, bunnies. 76. High five. Is that it? Wow. That is very different. Flawless victory. 18 enemies removed from the field and reduced enemy strength in New Brazil. Thank God for Groundhog Day, but wow. So we actually got a lot of bodies. I don't think we destroyed any bodies. I think it was all needle arsenals. I think it was very, very, very clean. So we got very lucky there. My God, very, very nice. And the cool thing is a lot of exotic ones as well, like a lot of Bio Troopers, Frost Vipers, all that stuff, yeah? Holy moly. 18 enemies, 18 enemies. Just like the movie, the ending turned out great. a lot better than the what could have been and shouldn't have been, right? Promotion for Antonides, well deserved. We've got Tedster with a promotion and Ravens with a promotion. He needs it. That's great. So we got 5 alien alloys, 7 Illyrium crystal, 20 supply, 21 crystallized meld, Flame Viper Corpse, Sectoid Corpse, Trooper Corpse. We got 5 Viper Corpses. Pathfinder Corpse, Duelist Corpse, Shield Bearer Corpse, Bio Trooper Corpse, Mech Wreck, Bio Faceless Corpse. Oh, that's right, Bio Faceless as well. And then, of course, Muton and even more loot above. Wow, my gosh. Advent Shield Bearer Autopsy added to the mix. Wow. Yeah, another Flame Viper. So I want to make the vest. So, bunnies, what Gothic was talking about with the Flame Viper is actually this very specific vest, the Flame Scale Vest. It uses 1 Flame Viper Corpse. We now have 2. Going to use 30 supply, but it actually gives us a fired up ability, temporary stat boost, 3 mobility, 5 aim, 5 dodge, 5 crit, and 1 armor on top of the flame immunity as well. So, and protection against being crushed by Vipers. So really cool if you're a frontliner and the Viper tries to get you, right? You can kind of trick him into coming at you, and then he gets the surprise of his life, which is awesome. So I'm very tempted to get that. That does cost us 30, but let's go ahead and take care of the promotions first, and we'll see where we are at. So Soldiers Up, and you've got Tedster, definitely deserves a promotion. It wasn't detected. That was awesome. We've got Bladestorm, we've got Low Profile and Fade. I feel like, honestly, Bladestorm's too cool. Low Profile, Fade. I mean, Fade's awesome, but you do come out of concealment as well. So I'm going to go ahead and Bladestorm it up. There it is. Excellent. We've got Antonides. My god, I cannot believe how accurate, how powerful he was. Cool under pressure for Antonides would be a dream. War cry. Oh, I'm so torn. I'm so torn. I think cool under pressure is going to help him more. Do you see every time he does suppressing fire, he gets the follow-up, and he can actually follow up with an area suppress? Can you imagine if, I mean, he's already hitting people, but god, cup, yeah. With crit, oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. So we definitely want that. I'm super excited about his capabilities. And then we've got Ravens. We were saying, does he have salvo? He didn't. It's almost there. We're almost there, but we definitely want tandem heat warhead so we can pierce 2 armor and shred some more and actually get the full rolls, even if enemies are at the very edge of his grenade radius, right? So that's going to be really, really nice. I think that's it. So huge upgrades for us. And let us take a look at where we are. So we've got resistance, research and development, proving grounds. So proving grounds, where are we at? Boltcaster, Shadowkeeper, we've got 45 supply. We can actually sell some things in order to allow us to move forward. We can do a spark. Plasma grenade would be awesome. That's a lot of supply. And honestly, we need to move forward with our, what's that called again? The Skulljack, that's it. You know, this thing. We need to fist the heck out of the enemy and make them pay for what they did to us. That's what. Hybrid alien sword tech, 10 supply, 2 alien I mean, that would be really nice. That's 11 days. That'd be really, really nice, though. Tac vest for the Muton Corpse. I think I'd rather do the plasma grenade. So we're not doing anything with that just yet. Resistance comms, we still have another capacity. And then I'm really tempted with the flame scale vest. Okay, well, let's just hang tight with that. Let's not do anything too crazy. And we're 1 day away from the training center and the resistance ring. We need to keep scanning out in New Australia, right? So resistance ring is now completed. That's great. And that's going to allow us to run more missions. So awesome. And we can probably, it's 100 supply and 2 more power in order to speed that up even further. We've got covert actions. There's the stuff right here. Intense training, find a supply depot, rescue an advent defector. And we don't have a tech sergeant yet, so we can't do number 2, but we can still do number 1. And I mean, we might as well push forward on all fronts, right? So sergeant it up. So we've got Tedster. Tedster is currently, should we push that? I mean, we only need a sergeant. There's first old guy, there's Ravens. Ravens could get more training. That would be nice. And then we could bring a buddy with him. I don't remember. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's an actual failure chance, so we might as well try to bring more bunnies up, right? So we got Mr. RDRT, would be nice to get even more training there. And just make sure that he actually has some gear, right? Looking all right. And I probably want to, you know, utilize the standard grenade launcher and the standard SMG and the standard ceramic plating so that we can actually get the other stuff into the fight on the front line. But we'll go with this 29% chance of ambush. It's actually not horrible. And the nice thing is, if we do get an ambush, we get a free mission, right? So there it is. So let's keep scanning. Next up is the training center. Man, that's going to be awesome. So this is the big one. This is where we actually get a huge power spike, in my opinion. We're going to be able to train with our ability points now. So that's awesome. So if we look at Mac as an example, oh my god, there it is. Second level bonded soldiers cut time on the covert missions. Oh, heck yes, Lewis. Thank you. I never really paid attention to that, yeah? So we've got 25 points, 19 Predator. Your range attacks gain aim and crit chance against enemies that are flanked or out of cover, which is basically like all the time. So Predator is amazing. Full throttle, gain +2 mobility with every kill this turn. I mean, that's awesome. Tandem heat, warhead, and deep cover. Now, between lightning reflexes and between Predator, close encounter, and heavy hitter, I feel like Predator's the one. 15 aim and crit chance when Mac's whole thing is outflanking the enemy. So that's really great. And that's costing 20. That's only one common point from the pool. And so that's huge. So that's going to be really, really, really helpful. And we can actually do this for every single bunny that we have available, right? So I'm going to wait to do that until we need a bunny, and we'll come back to that one. Apparently we have a rookie as well. I didn't realize. So 15 and 68. I would like to get another recon, so let's go ahead and start training up another recon because we really, really need a second. So there we go. So we're going to get that started. He's training. And then we're going to continue to scan in New Australia. So there it is. Debs has been trained up a little bit, and he's going to be able to continue get that extra crit. We get some. So Debs is continuing his officer candidacy. Happersneck is back online. I love the sound of that. And 6 days to find a lead and get ourselves a corporal specialist. That's out in New Brazil. I don't know if I necessarily want that one. I think I'm going to hold off on that. New Brazil is currently in a hiding state. Is that right? Yeah, we're hiding and using intelligence. Wow, we got that off of intel with 2 Haven nerds. That's insane. Wow, I did not expect that. That's very impressive. Good job, guys. Keep scanning. Alien machinery cleared. Nice. So we now have 107 supply, and we've got one more place to work on out here. And it's 1, 2, and 3. It's the last excavation available, and that's going to get us a Millennium crystal. So really, really nice. We have 107 supply. Is there anything that we want to purchase right now? I mean, lab, power relay, infirmary. I mean, the infirmary is what I would want next. We still have bunnies with negative traits and stuff like that, but I guess we can also utilize the supply to actually push us forward with some of the like proving grounds and stuff like that. If we did the vest, the flame scale vest, that's going to be 30 or 40 supplies, going to leave us with 60 to 70. So I think I'm going to hang tight. Once again, not sure what we're going to have available to us when we find lib 2. New target acquired. 4 days. There's our lib. There's our lib. And we get another recon. So we're going to get our 3rd recon outside of the one that we're training. That's really nice. Rescue a defector. Rescue a VIP from an advent vehicle. Concealed start. 4 days, 22. Biotrooper deployment. And 10 to 12. We need this one. This is a huge one for us, yeah? So let's go ahead and take a look. Right now we've got 2 Storm Riders. We've got Jane Kelly. And then we've got Sir Balsamin, our Stormtrooper, in Haven Advisor roles. Is currently infiltrating with Vergant. So let's bring Tedster. So Tedster does have trial by fire on him. If we're fighting our way in, it would be nice to keep working on our sharpshooters. I'd like to get Lewis in the fight. I really, really want to get Lewis leveled up. It's on corporal level, so trial by fire is going to guarantee an update and a promotion. So we're going to go ahead and adjust. We'll go with sniper rifle. Make weapons available. We're going to borrow that from old dude 80. Looking good. We got our alloy sword. I feel like... yeah, I guess alloy sword. I forgot. I guess Davnius currently has our hunter's axe. So that's what that is. So we got a sharpshooter. We've got a scout. If we look down, we've got hunter. Definitely want a specialist working. And I think... oh, well, Gothic, we need to keep raising them. Gothic can already do medical protocol. CTIM can do a revival protocol. We need CTIM, honestly, to get leveled up as well. So let's go and get CTIM training. I want all of our specialists to at least have medical protocol, right? So mag rifle. We can get our spark as well. So we'll get reorcs. I've kept this bench warmer than a sauna. Yeah. Well, I really want to get the bunnies in there, and I definitely want to work on our gunner as well. Lance Corporal still, so poor superior days. That puts us at 13 to 15. Very light is 10 to 12. Let's actually get these all kitted out first, right? So low health at 3, so we'll go alloy plating. We're going to go with utility items, alloy plating. Make sure that we have our... oh, see, Predator armor. Tedster. Oh, did we actually make the Trooper armor? I think I put it on Vergant. That's what it was. I put it on Vergant. So let's get that Predator armor in there. So we'll give it over to Superior Daisy, who's going to be exposed quite a lot. And as far as the cannons, we do have the laser cannon at a minimum. We've got our mag rifle. I'd like to get... we should have enough to build another Trooper armor. It's just 1 Trooper corpse, some supply, and alien alloy. We'll reduce the detection radius here for Tedster. I would like to get ourselves a couple more Predator armor, and that's going to apply to so many bunnies in the field. There it is. That's very expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it just to keep the bunnies alive. And we don't have a reinforced frame available to us yet. The Gremlin, we don't have the right stuff for that. prototype plasma blaster. It would be cool to actually get a mag cannon, and that's all of our supply. So here we go. We're really trying to just safeguard the bunnies right now. So extremely light if we were to boost it, light at 13 to 15. So if I bring in a 6 as an example, very light at 10 to 12 with a boost 99%, that's not bad. Well, Cindy's at the staff sergeant level already. Is there anyone else we can level up? I think Panzer Bun's already pretty leveled. We've got a Sergeant Classy Clue. We've got Sven Skippy. Sven could use some Juggernaut. Well, not... My problem with bringing Savax is that Savax tends to blow things up quite a lot, but I suppose it could be useful. You know what? I do enjoy a more potent Savax, so let's go. Let's bring Savax. That should be interesting. I don't know how that's gonna go, but yeah, that's great. Yeah, Savax, you're coming with us. Alloy plating. How's that a problem? I know. That's what I ask myself all the time, but you know, sometimes we need to show a little restraint, but then again, who am I talking to, right? Who am I talking to? Let's actually, how about more rockets? We'll give him 3 again. It worked really nicely against, you know, the Warlock. That was awesome, yeah. And then we've got the laser cannon. I know we've got our mag cannon, predator armor, combat knife. We don't have any more predator armor here, so I'm sorry, buddy. You'll have to make do with that. And then we're gonna go in and grab our ceramic plating here. Yeah. Only a problem if I'm on the roof. Otherwise, wrecking ball time. Yeah, wrecking ball all day long. So I think we've got a decent amount of firepower. This is looking pretty good. We'll go AP for Lewis. For our gunner, we're gonna go in and get some shredder rounds because we haven't really risen to that level yet. And looking pretty good. As far as personal combat sim, hyperreactive depth perception. We already have depth perception on Lewis. We've got dodge here. We have hacking. We've got unwavering stance. And I guess a little aim never hurt anybody, right? A little aim would be nice. There it is. Can spend some AP with Tester. Oh, that's right. And we've got AP to spend. Dear God, we've got a lot of AP. Let's get our upgrades in there. Weapon upgrade. So expanded magazine. We're gonna go with the advanced hair trigger and we'll get the reflex stock. We're gonna get auto loader, advanced hair trigger, advanced reflex stock. For mag rifle, do we have the scope? I guess we'll go advanced autoloader. We have some nice stuff. Powered bayonet and an advanced scope. So a little more intentional with the engagement equipment. And we got advanced stock, advanced heavy barrel, advanced laser sight. Looking good. Looking good. And then AP. That's right, because we've got training abilities now. So Tedster. Dead cutter. Slash an undead foe. If the attack is lethal, refunded. That's very specific. Holy crap, that's so specific. Battle space. Very nice. Increased vision radius. That's really good for scouting. We've got lock and load for kills for ammo. Bring them on for crit. Hunter instinct for flanking. Shredder for primary weapon attacks and scouting report. I'm going to grab battle space. That sounds awesome for 10. We've got another 14 if we want it. But I think I'm going to hold out for now. Yeah. And then, of course, we've got Lewis. Lewis has Saboteur. Illuminate scan an area with a holo targeter attempting to reveal hidden foes. Wow! I've never seen that before. That's epic. We've got Shadowborn. Soldiers much more difficult to detect while concealed. And we've got Detonation Shot. Fire a shot that detonates explosives carried by the enemy. Pretty potent. Flanked her out of cover. Overkill and Bulls. Oh my god, Bullseye is so good. Let's hold off there. C-Tim gets... Ooh, Parkour. Oh my god. Maim. ECM for lower detection radius, watch them run, so explosive, and then Overwatch. We've got return fire, which is nice, lock and load, and close encounter. I think parkour would be amazing, but they only have 6 AP right now, so let's hold. Pistol perks for sharpshooter. Oh, right. I totally forgot. Well, definitely going to get quick draw then. Absolutely. Thank you so much for reminding me, Gothic. That's a huge one. Let's get the semi-auto pistol there. That's fantastic. So that's not going to slow Lewis down while having the sidearm. That's huge. Really, really good call out there. We got Intimidate. When targeted by an attack, the enemy has a chance to panic. That's pretty epic if we do things like sacrifice. We've got ever vigilant. We've got focused defense against closest visible enemy, iron curtain, hard target for dodge, return fire, and stiletto. I think intimidate's pretty awesome. I'm gonna grab that. We've got superior daisies, got salvo. I mean, that's epic. Field medic, low profile. Low profile's pretty cool, but we only have 6 AP. And then when it comes to save axe, bandolier, extra utility item slot only usable for ammo. Oh, that's cool. We've got extra munitions, 1 free explosive grenade item to your inventory, area suppress and iron curtain, ready for anything bull rush and traverse fire. I mean, the ending ones are pretty awesome, so let's hold off there. All right, perfect. So we are going to boost. It's going to be a 93% infiltrate and very light 10 to 12. Rescue a VIP. It's going to be our lib 2. So 5 days, 5 hours to make it happen. Yeah, easy to forget, and we have to scroll down to see him. Absolutely. So we need to make sure we've got enough intel. We got 94. That's enough to boost once. That's perfect. So already we're on track. I love it. Let's keep scanning and just keep pushing. 0 days, 5 hours. No thank you. Grant several enemies the grazing fire ability. That's unfortunate, but that's 5 hours away. New target acquired. 8 days. Very nice. Free captured rebels in South Africa. That could actually be really, really great. This is very helpful because South Africa is strength 1 or strength 2, and we only have like 6 rebels, so resistance personnel is going to help us be a little more consistent. So let's get out there and let's make that happen. That's awesome. More opportunities for us to actually level the bunnies. Yeah. Does he really need an aim bonus? I mean, there isn't a broadside of a barn to hit after save axe is done with it. Yeah, you know, aim bonus is great. Save axe could definitely be a little more, let's say, gentle. This is city center concealed start, and we got to rescue resistance contacts. We have plenty of time, so let's try to level up some bunnies here. We got Kit Pup. Kit Pup hasn't been in a single engagement, and that makes me sad. So, but we are missing out on the rifles right now. I don't know if we've got another one, so I really want to level Kit Pup. There's so many bunnies I want to level up. Keep leveling Panzer. Keep leveling our specialists, so getting Gothic in there is going to be pretty important. We do have our combat engineers. We don't have a trial by fire yet. Riddick is not trained in trial by fire at the moment. Let's get Papersnack for safety. I feel like I'm glued to the chair in the detention room. Wait, actually, where are you, Deads? Oh, because you're currently training. That's right. You're an officer. I was like, where is Deads, actually? Let's get Super Fuzzy. We haven't actually had him in anything. And he's a technical. I realize we don't have supply. We've got 2 supply, unfortunately. Our Gauntlet, we don't have Gauntlet Mark II, so he is what he is. So we're probably gonna... Do we have an SMG for him? Laser shotgun. I mean, not quite the same. We can SMG and get him a little closer. We got Cindy. We've got Antonides. I mean, at least definitely want to keep training up our Grenadiers. So Templar Specialist, Python Technical, Grenadier. And we can get Pajaro in there. Do we have a shotgun for Pajaro? Yeah, we do have good bunnies. We are actually really lucky. We have got a laser shotgun. That's great. I'll take it. Arc thrower, standard arc thrower. I don't think we have any other vests. We'd have to build them. So I'm just going to go Nana scale. Well, hang tight. It's got 16 mobility. We're going to get that ceramic plating for teacup. Standard grenade launcher, I don't think. Oh, advanced grenade launcher. Excellent. So we get an extra use out of this. We've got the burn, all standard stuff. So we're definitely going to get him kind of close to the enemy. So nanoscale vest. And I'm going to have a med kit. We had another med kit right here, but still training up to get medical protocol. Panzerbun's going to get ceramic plating. It would be nice, now that I think about it, if we did quick draw, just so that we could actually give him the pistol. That would be awesome. And I forgot that we even have more that we can apply. We'll get Paprikek, ceramic plating. Like to get that AP. And looking all right. So let's go in and take a look at the AP, or the ability points. We can heal from a moderate range. That's awesome. I love Fuse. There's Phase Walk. Now, definitely want Phase Walk. I definitely want all of these. Look at this. Extra dodge by 20 and immune to poisons. That's awesome. I want like this whole row. But I'm going to hold off. until we get more AP earned. For Gothic, deep cover, hunker down automatically if he didn't attack. I mean, he's constantly using abilities. Sometimes he's not attacking, so hunker down would be nice. Damn good ground, low profile. I like low profile. Interrogator, gain +1 skull mining charge when carrying the Skulljack. That's pretty awesome. Hidden reserves once per mission, set cooldowns on abilities back to 0. Lock and load and puppeteer. I'm going to go with low profile just to keep him safe, moving forward and no matter what. And then we got Pappersneck. Now, Pappersneck is insane. Inspire agility to a buddy. We've got tactical sense for extra defense. We've got battle space for extended range. Blood trail is nice. Target taking damage after your previous turn. We've got implacable, kill and move. Well, that could be really nice, actually. I'm actually going to get implacable. And the reason why is often Pappersneck will stand still. He'll get the shot, get the kill, and then he has to shoot again from the same position. But with implacable, he can move and then shoot again, which would be very, very, very strong. Volatile mix, grenades, extra tile, field medic, and tank. Executioner, lightning reflex, predator, run and gun. I think I'm gonna hold off on that. Yeah, low profile. Yeah, no, I don't want you to die. I really don't. We've got a grenadier here, so fortify for extra defense on free action. Lone wolf. We've got smoker for free smoke grenade. Executioner. Targets at half or less of their health, lightning reflex, shredder, and hit and run. Very tempting. I'm not sure. I'm going to hold off on that one. I want lightning reflexes. We've got Pajaro, extra munitions for explosives, field medic, and lone wolf. Let's hold. And then I guess the only other thing is to actually use the upgrades, right? Where's the mod list? Oh, yeah. All you got to do is type !mods. And it should give you a link to our collection, yeah? And thank you for being interested. So we've got our experimental magazine, which we can utilize for the ammo slot to increase our efficiency. So if we actually swap this out and put the AP there, then that makes Pappersneck even more mobile. Yeah, you're very welcome, Lewis. And then here, we're going to go with the... I guess we'll go with the autoloader just to keep us going, yeah? For specialist with a mag rifle, and then there's the cannons, there's the shotgun. All right, shotgun. We're going to get in with the advanced heavy barrel, elite expanded magazine, and advanced laser sight. Actually, I think I'm going to do the bayonet instead. It would be nice to get a bayonet on both of the SMGs. Just in case we have to charge out of combat, it's kind of helpful. Heck, we can even toss in a suppressor just to keep that rolling. So we had 3 bayonets. Might as well. Give us the capability. And then we've got our mag rifle on Gothic. Expanded magazine. Hair trigger. And a reflex stock. Yeah, turn anyone into a melee shinobi. Yep. We're gonna flesh our way to victory, right? Completely flesh our way to victory. I don't know if we need anything else. I mean, I suppose we might as well toss on like an expanded magazine and a hair trigger. Not that we're... I guess, yeah. I think I'm just gonna go now. If we take a look, specialist, we can also bond. But no one here. All right, 4 days... 7 days, 7 hours, 121%, extremely light. Looks very, very manageable. Perfect. All right, off we go. We've got some good missions. Obviously, the star of the show is going to be Lib 2, but a lot of opportunities for the bunnies to actually grow some more. Some enemies gain grazing fire, providing an increased chance to turn misses into grazes. Don't like that, but it is what it is. We just kill them before they can shoot, and that's awesome. I hope, right? So here we go. Keep scanning. What do we got? We have 2 supply. Incoming resistance comms. He's probably pretty happy. Chosen training. Where are we at now? Oh boy. So they're pushing up on phase 2. Like the Warlock. Dark event. Chosen will initiate an additional dark event. Don't like that. Attempt to sabotage and then train. Okay. So at least it's only 1 sabotage this month. That's a plus. Advent incorporates defenses against hacking attempts. And a new supply drop of 54. I will definitely take that. So mind you, we are now in early July. So hopefully we're going to be able to get on into these rather rapidly. The nice thing is we are going to boost our liberation missions, so we should be getting through them pretty quickly. Battle armor, nice. So we actually get the exo suit. We can actually have heavy weapons deployed. That's going to be really, really nice. And look at that. We unlock the mechanized armor as well. Resistance radio inspired. 3 days for 60 intel. We actually need the intel, so I'm not going to do that. We got a faceless autopsy, viper autopsy, and down below we've got mobile armor, which I would really like for our sharpshooters. Psionics, Illyrium. And then we've got advanced battlefield medicine. We've got Viper King autopsy. Oh man, yeah, we're not there yet. Viper rounds, stasis vest, stiletto rounds, sustaining, the amps, and then purifier autopsy for incendiary grenades, purifier armor, etc. I kind of want to do the psionic unit autopsy, and then I think I might actually increase our intelligence if we don't get any naturally. Yeah, just because I want to make sure that we've got enough to boost each of our liberation missions just to keep on track. 97%. This is just for prisoner. It's 10 to 12. I'm not going to use any of our intelligence. This is for a hunter and intel package. Extract a VIP. So 10 to 12. So 10 to 12 on this one. I don't remember who I sent. That happens quite often. It's kind of like, I guess we'll find out what we're working with. But I think it's going to be okay. 10 to 12. We can manage that. It's a lot better than, well, 16 and 18, right? This is where we have the plasma shotgun. Oh, nice. That's right. We got the prototype plasma hunting shotgun. Operation Moonshield. There it is. You can already see it glowing in the dark. My God, it's radioactive. It's positively irradiating glory. So nice and so green. Yeah, it's uncommon. Uncommon for sure.
Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction.
Advent Trooper, Bio Trooper. So they got a pod on the evac zone. And we have our new hunter right here. So that's a potential bunny. So we've got Davnius. So that's a warden. We've got our only recon. We got Vergant. That's right. And he actually has a trooper armor for the first time. So we're starting in the pocket right here. And it's pretty narrow, but the evac point's over here. I actually want to cross along the edge towards this corner and then move down. I think that's going to be a little bit safer because when we approach, we're going to have this line of sight block on the right all the way until this alley. So I think that's going to make things a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and have Vergant cross over to the left.
Moving out.
And he does have tracking as our only recon. So he should be able to detect if anyone's inside the building. Saw a little flash of red there. Heavy frost droid in our very first mech archer. So, ugh. Nasty. So off we go. Soljin. We're going to go ahead and have Azarul get behind high cover. Cause everyone to scream and yell. We've got our very important person. We got Davnius along the backside. Anakitis in the half. And there it is. So 10 to 12. 10 to 12. You got to remember. 10 to 12. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek here. Keep an eye on him as we move. Heavy frost droid and a mech archer. I guess we'll take one more move across. Okay. Did you make me a recon? I have not, Azarul. I have not. I don't. You are a. You're our only Reaper, the hero class Reaper. You're on this mission right now. I got Soljin, Anakitis. Here you are. Here's Azarul. But we definitely want to avoid being detected.
I must move quickly.
So you're also stealthy. You're one of a kind. And we got Davnius, who's going to be right on the backside. Perfect. And we're just booking it for the corner. We bypassed 2. And that brings us down to 10 more potentially that we have not seen. So if we want to head up,
I'm on the move.
Let's go ahead and crawl with Vergant to the roof, and then we'll get over to the opposite side. And it seems like there's going to be an increased amount of robots on this mission, and I did see 2 standing right here. So I'm going to get Soljin up top, because this is the very edge right here. Yep, that's the very edge. We'll get Anakitis to tuck up. We'll get Azarul up top. We're going to have our VIP up top. We've got Davnius to tuck on the bottom. So 2 up, 2 down, 1 scouting. So we'll have Vergant just ride the very edge of the map. We might be able to see the enemy from here on the top of the roof. I'm not sure. Tuck up a little more. No contact. We'll have... Ooh, Soljin can hack something. Soljin has... Override is 47%, distraction 13% for a map alert. Let's not do that just yet. I'm just going to tuck over to the edge right here. And we're just going to hold. We've got Anakitis. He's going to move through the building.
Copy that.
We have Davenius. He's going to back up Anakitis and get on the other side of the window. Mind you, we're going to break that window. We have to break the window, unfortunately. And then we got Azrael, and Azrael's going to move forward with Vergant as well.
That's a long run.
I realized right now that we are not concealed as a team, and that was kind of my fault. I think I put Azrael in a weird spot. Might as well get the VIP down this way, yeah? And there that is. Vergant's definitely going to get involved with the fighting, that's for sure. And hold. All right, cross your fingers. All right, let's start with Vergant.
Position confirmed.
Take a peek at the roof.
Eyes on hostile patrol.
There we go. We got contact. Excellent. Excellent. That's what we like to see. All right, so what I am going to do is I'm going to move Azrael away from this tower. We're going to shadow up.
Focus.
And then we've got Soljin. And he's got lead the target. They've got destroyer commando. Ooh, I don't like that guy. Lead the target on that guy. We don't like him. And then we're just going to move. Off we go.
I'm on the move.
Yeah, break all the glass. Break all the glass. That's the way we do it out here. We got La Tomas. He's going to hunker down. And then we can make a break for it. Davenius.
Moving out.
With that prototype hunting shotgun. And hold. And we're going to holo target the commando. And that's going to allow us to get even better crit chances. I love it. Awesome. Well, we're about to go loud. Like, very loud. And Overwatch. Here they come. Actually, I don't even know where they're trying to go. We'll just see what happens. Here comes Soljin. Oh, he's dead. A little preview there. Oh, wow. He did that much damage, huh? He did so much damage. That guy didn't even... Is there an animation? Uh-oh. Did I... Wow, that much oh yeah, there it is. Okay, yep, that guy's so dead. The other two are still in shock. Very dead. So dead. My goodness. Ooh, we don't like this guy. Bio barrier trooper and a rocketeer. Some pretty nasty advent buddies. Prototype hunting shotgun at range. Outside of the optimal range for sure. Here comes a laser rifle. Tag him. Love that. Little bit of a ding. All right, perfect. So we're not seeing the Overwatch that we got to worry about. We should probably start with Soljin. Yeah, he's got a shot. Maybe we'll be able to hit him. 9 to 13. All right, go for it. Oh yeah, he didn't deflect that one. Oh, nice. Now, mind you, we have not gotten him the upgraded gun yet, so there is that. Let's see. Nice thing is, our Azrael has more mobility, so he's able to get really sweet shots. Advent Trooper or the Advent... Oh, we don't like the Rocketeer. Eat this. Awesome. Really nice shots like that. They didn't even realize he was dead until after he was vaporized. I know. I think he didn't even realize he was dead until after he was vaporized. We got Davenius. Well, let's see. That's mobility from... Yep. We're not going to be able to do that now, are we? Well, tell you what. Let's... Advent Trooper right there, huh? We'll get behind high cover. We're going to go ahead and Overwatch. We got Anakitis. Let's get Anakitis to come up to full. I don't think we're going to be able to... Yeah, it's oh my god, we haven't aggroed those guys yet. Well, there's that. Overwatch.
I'm on it.
And let's hunker down. Oh, dear god. I did not see the mech and the Spectre at all. Apparently, we've got a flanking shot on the trooper. Is that right? Yeah, let's move. And this is with the prototype hunting shotgun, 14%. But if we throw the axe, it's much better. Axe time. Nice. Longer distance. High five. There it is. Got that guy. Good job to Davenius. And let's go ahead and I guess we'll get reloaded. No point in overwatching when they're so far away. There it is. All right, here they come. Oh, we're back to quiet again. Nice. Well, that guy doesn't know. Okay, he found us. Biotrooper found us. He got asked the question the right way. Yeah, he did. All right. Oh boy, don't like these guys. I definitely want to get rid of the Spectre. Those guys are annoying. But the Advent mech can do kind of horrible things as well. It'd be really great if we can get rid of that cover. Where's Savax when you need him? Where is Savax when you need him? Nice, free damage there. He's gone 5+2 armor. And he's going to Overwatch. Well, we don't like Overwatch. We want to remove it. Sojin, what do you have? So this is 7 to 10. That's on the Biotrooper. This is 5 to 7. And that's... Well, I guess we'll remove the Biotrooper. We can't see the mech from here. Yeah, that's a kill. Let's see. We got Azarul. Well, I mean, there is the homing mine. Can we... Oh, nice. Oh, no. Let's not do that. So our evac point is on a roof, and the homing mine is a little destructive. So we want to be a little cautious about this. Maybe we will... Yeah, that's not a good idea. Let's just reload and shoot this gentleman. He honestly deserves a shot from Azarul. He's a ghost for a reason, right? Eat this. There it is. Great. Love that. High five. Good job. We've fallen for that before. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. I'm even nervous to have Anakitas do anything with it, right? It's horrible. Don't know how I feel about it. We'll tell you what. That leaves Vergant. That leaves Anakitas. And that leaves, well... Thomas. Let's get Thomas out here. He'll hunker down behind a trike. We've fallen through that before. Yes, we have. We really have. We're just gonna grab the loot. We might as well. So, he's gonna take one of us. Ooh, advanced hacking. Very nice. Yeah, he's gonna take one of us. We don't we don't just want to give it away, right? Can we actually... I don't remember. I'm gonna toss a flashbang. I think that affects him. It does. Very nice. Overwatch, and we might as well just book it with Anakitas. How about that? We'll actually bring ourselves over here. Yeah, I said I'd book it. I totally didn't. We could always flush him as well. That's always hilarious, but let's reload instead. Here we go. I forgot we got flush. Heavy Frostroid Mech Archer. Well, they're coming for us. Hey, Crossbow, good to see you. High five. Happy Tuesday. If you're joining us right now, we're currently trying to get the heck out of Dodge with our brand new Hunter. Ew, not cool. Rude. My goodness. Don't shoot at Davenius. You realize he's already taken a shot to the chest. Oh, that guy's disappearing. Not cool. So it looks like he's just hiding right there in the corner. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Let's get on up and take a gander. Here's Vergant. Hey, guy. Found ya. He's very bad at this whole hide and go seek thing, you know what I mean? All right, Soljin, do you have a shot? 100% on the droid. We've got 100% on the Spectre at 5 to 7, and then we got a 5 to 7 on the Frost droid. All right, fair enough. Well, I mean, it's not a kill here. That guy failed Spectre class. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All right, let's go ahead and tuck up with Anakitas. We're going to go ahead and try to disrupt. Oh, really? Really? Okay, not cool. Not cool. Wow, there's advents coming out of the woodwork here. Spectre learned about hide and seek. Doesn't quite get it yet. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Okay, well, lovely. Let's see. We can command the Davenius. Can command... Well, we still have a homing mine. But we also need to take care of that Overwatch first, right? And we do have a frag, which will do lovely things here. So let's go ahead and send that. We don't want him behind us. Probably should prioritize those gentlemen. Hello, Big Boom. Incoming. Nice. That's actually really good. Good job to Anakitas. As far as our additional point, we can command out... Oh, can we not see him from there? Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. I thought that we could. My bad. And that leaves Soljin. Soljin has to stay where he's at, unfortunately, so we might as well... I guess we can lead the target at the Heavy Frost droid. Let's do that. We're going to lead the target on the Heavy Frost droid. That seems fair, right? If we shift on up to full... We got a shot here. We might be able to land a good one. Send that to the Archer. Get rid of his Overwatch. Nice. Solid damage from Azarul. Thomas Wilson dead. And we haven't done anything yet, so Warden's Advance would be phenomenal. So let's go ahead. Or we could... Oh, yeah, that's quite far. That's also quite far. I think we should stay within the blue. So here we go. Pathfinder Hunter. Try to clear the way. Good kill there. Excellent. And we're kind of out in the open, but Premonition, take the shot, send it. Plasma hunting shotgun. Love that.
Enemy eliminated.
And then we got Vergant and Thomas Wilson. All right, so high cover. Wouldn't it be funny if the Spectre came over and cloned Thomas Wilson? That'd be hilarious. Hilarious. Well, I'm actually gonna holo target that gent. Yeah. Yesterday I was playing XCOM 2. I was doing a mission at Abandoned City against a Lost. I was in a second-story apartment when a Lost was able to get up to one of my soldiers and attack. It missed. It destroyed the tile my soldier was standing on and dropped them to the ground. Ugh. That's horrible. That's horrible. Never fun when that happens. Yeah. Mech Archer. Ooh, nasty poison round to Anakitas. Hit the ablative. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, lead the target. He led the heck out of that target. Heavy Frost droid. Out to Anakitas. Misses. Anakitas has poison, so unfortunately it's not going to be a flawless because that will tick once. Oh, no. All right, we got to save Anakitas now. Well, that's horrible. Okay, well, we got a med kit on Vergant. So it's up to Vergant to go and get Anakitas. All right, fair enough. Let's make this happen. What do we have? We got a reload. That's unfortunate. And that means we cannot shoot on this turn. We have shot 89 to finish. 60. And then, of course, we got Davenius. Well, let's go ahead and finish off the Heavy Frost droid. The only injury you got? Yeah, that's a pretty big one, though.
It's down.
All right, great. And let's shift to full.
Vision confirmed.
This does bring us up to 11 identified, which is totally where we want to be. I'm not going to stabilize just yet. Hang tight. Soljin, let's go ahead and shift up. Azarul. We can get behind full, and then we can finish off the Archer, right? Let's do it. To full. Shot on. Hit that Archer, 89. Good clear. And we can get the heck out with Thomas Wilson. Yeah, it's completely ridiculous. It was the only tile my soldier was standing on. Oh, God. That sucks. There have been some silly things happening out there for sure. And then I think it's just Vergant now, right? So I feel like let's pop off the back end. I'm tempted to grab that. I suppose we could have done it in 2. And we'll get off to the back here as well. So we're gonna give up that loot. There's the Spectre, last one that we are aware of. He's moving right over to the edge. Does he have a shot? High cover. Misses Davenius.
Incoming over here.
Loot expire and bleed out. All right, so let's go ahead and start by striking this guy. We do not have premonition. That's on the next turn. So ebb and flow. And then we'll back off the line. We'll get right here.
That's affirmative.
We have the ability to stabilize. Here we got Soljin. Soljin's got a shot. 97. Send it. That's a good clear. Beautiful. All right. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. We need to get Anakitas. Poor Anakitas. All right, Vergant.
Heading to that location.
Coming around the tower. And we're going to go ahead and stabilize.
Nothing's broken. You're fine.
That's a me. That's right, Soljin. Unconscious. All right, here we go. Azarul's coming on in. Carry the unit. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. And we're moving. We got the package. I think that's it, but I'm not sure. It's 10 to 12. We've killed 11. Loot Xperia. Okay, so that's it. That's it. All right, everybody out.
Moving out.
Vergent is getting out. Soljan's on his way. Azarul. Can Azarul pick stuff up while he's carrying a bunny? Let's get Davenius to grab this instead. And then we'll grab the loot on the top as well. Double Illyrium core. Huge win. Huge win. And nab this, yeah? Package needs to lose a little weight. Bayonet as well. Nice. Vergant, Azarul. Perfect.
Covering ground.
I cannot believe he can climb like that. I can barely carry the vacuum down the hallway, let alone carry another bunny at the same time. Hang tight.
Looks like they called in some friends.
Reinforcements incoming. All right, Soljan can get out. Davenius can get out. Almost had him. There we go. And that is a wrap. So we didn't lose a bunny, but we almost did. I'm glad Anakitis is still alive. Let's go ahead and evac. And there it is. High five. Good job, bunnies. We also got a brand new hunter as well.
Confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Oh, look at him. He's still flying in the air. Operation Moon Shield. 1 wounded, 11 dead. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. In vanilla, no, if you're carrying someone that can't pick up loot. Yeah. Nope, as in you cannot grab loot while carrying a body. Yeah.
XCOM
Absolutely. Thank you for letting me know. Otherwise, I might have tried, yeah.
They will continue their
So we get a brand new bunny, and it seems next up on the list is Lummox from the United States. So we're moving through the list a little bit today. So Davenius gets a promotion, and Vergent gets a promotion. That's awesome. Advanced hacking, super great as well. 15 hacking, that's amazing. New soldier acquired. So let's go ahead and head over to the armory. We're going to make sure that they're all tallied up before I forget. So this, we're going to go to manage appearance, get in the uniform like so. Perfect. And then this is our Lummox. So for the first time in the career, we've got Lummox with this super welcome, yeah? Right here. And what are they again? They're a hunter, huh? Well, how about Feign for Feign Death? If you know what I'm talking about, World of Warcraft, Feign Death, hunters, they're always dropping down pretending to be dead. It's honestly a rite of passage at this point. We'll just go to make sure that we got some English. That's great, looking good. And all right, there's our hunter. Promote soldier. So hunter. Oh, look at this sling blade. Throw an axe at a target. Does not automatically end a turn. Do you have endless axes? 2-turn cooldown. Oh my god, you can throw axes endlessly. That's awesome. 14 mobility. Very good aim, actually. They've even got cup, cutthroat, dedication, smoker, full kit, reaper, and deadeye. Oh my gosh. Wow, actually kind of impressive. The hunter class is equally at home taking down enemies at long range with a sniper rifle or right up close with a sword. Our enemies will never know what hit them. And that is a full-fledged sword. That's not just a knife. So we got Fade and Concealment, Shadowborn, Advice, Share the tricks of the hunting trade with an ally. We've got Impulse, so if you move, you take a shot, aim and 10 crit, so probably not with a sniper rifle, but a hunter's rifle or something like that. Pretty good. Bullseye for guaranteed crit like that. Running on empty. Once per turn, if the soldier moves while out of ammo, reload 1 ammo. That's pretty awesome, especially when you take that prototype auto sniper rifle and then you move, right? My WoW hunter and her pig made good use of Feign Death. High five. I once carried someone weighing 230 pounds. This was easy. Oh, there you go. See, that's why you were carrying Anakitis out of here. Keen Edge for the ignore of armor and the extra attack damage. We've got Sling Blade to throw, an axe, extra crit and aim when they have less than half, Burial Blade, low profile, Whirlwind, and Slice and Dice. While this seems cool, I don't know if this is necessarily what they're all about. I still think that moving and shooting would be awesome, so Impulse seems well worth it. So I think I'm going to go in and grab that. Move and shoot. Lone Wolf, they're going to be going out for flanks and stuff like that. That seems awesome, but I'm super, super jazzed about Sling Blade if I could run it. But Lone Wolf's not too bad either. That's an extra aim as well, so we might as well. Heaviest bunny record is 50. That's nuts. And of course, we got Cutthroat melee attacks. We've got Dedication if we want to relocate. I mean, that's actually kind of nice to have if you need to move and shoot, right? And then we got Cool Under Pressure. They've got Lead the Target. It's always interesting with a delayed shot. Is that a reaction shot? Not really, is it? So you wouldn't benefit from cool under pressure, would you? Because you kind of delay until the enemy's turn. And anything on the enemy's turn makes me think of a reaction, but I guess it's not. Yeah, it's not a reaction shot. Okay, perfect. Thank you for confirming, yeah. Hey, Fernandes, high five. Good to see ya. For good and ill. Bullseye is amazing. Shooting sharp, I love it. Honestly, this is a really cool line right here. First strike while concealed, you get +3 damage with your sniper rifle. That's super cool. So I'm definitely digging that. We've got some other promotions here. We've got Vergant getting on up. We've got this one is mine. We've got rapid targeting, so we can holo target even more people. Now, while I like this, and I used this quite often, I think I've never done the battle scanner, and that could be really powerful. I believe we also have multi-targeting, ghost grenade and lightfoot, extra mobility, etc. I mean, that's tough. We used to use this all the time. Like, we would holo target multiple people. But a battle ball, I guess we've got tracking, so do we need the battle ball? It's every 4 turns as a free action, which is kind of insane. I have a feeling I might get more uses out of the battle ball than I do the rapid targeting. Although the rapid targeting does allow you to kind of take that move, holo target, and still do something else. So I guess I'm still going to rapid target, but I'm very curious about battle scanner, because if you're fighting against like the assassin or something, you could toss out a battle ball and kind of try to reveal her. Yeah, mass holo is great. Yeah, for sure. And then unnerving light, we got 15 AP. Predator against flanked or out of cover, lead the target, and extra munitions. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm going to take any of those for a recon. For Davenius, relocate, gain transposition, letting you swap positions with an ally or enemy. Sounds a lot like invert. You can use transposition when in either stance. Anatomy for armor pierce and critical chance. And then we've got go with the flow. Become one with the movement, gaining supernatural dodging abilities. Once per turn, gain a movement action point after activating ebb and flow. Also grants a 6th sense to be able to dodge AoE and multi-target attacks. Really? You're not going to tell me more than that? I mean, that's pretty potent. That's nice. Now, armor pierce and critical chance, that's great. Relocate, we've seen what we can do with that, which is hilarious. Can you imagine? But go with the flow sounds powerful. So I might go with that. It seems very unique to the Wardens, so that's pretty epic. We've got Scrounger for loot. We've got Battle Space for visibility, dedication, center mass and heat arsenal. Butcher, increased damage by 30%. Yeah, I might hold out for that. So far so good. Yeah, so Whirlwind and 6th Sense. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. I think 6th Sense, though, it makes you immune to AoE, but I think with this, it sounds like you dodge, like you get out of the way, like move. I don't know if that's the case or not. Fear of poison for Anakitas. So we have developed another fear, unfortunately. So let's hang tight and we're on the move. So we got training center, we got resistance ring. We don't need the extra contact. We do need more power if we want to go a little further. So we can actually stick another gremlin in there, and that's going to expand our capacity for more. We can also upgrade some things, and that's resistance contact, and we have our resistance ring here. So let's go ahead and toss out a gremlin that way so we can actually reduce the duration of action. And we've got 2 supply. We can probably stop by the black market and sell some things. So let's go ahead and do that. Supply drop available. Firefight extra soldier. Nice. Oh my god, we're getting so many things. 3 hours. Finish this up. Alien facility in the New Arctic. So that's over this away, I believe, right? New Arctic. So we got ourselves some more supply. Dark event complete. Rural propaganda blitz. Advent tries to undercut resistance recruitment efforts. Oh gosh darn it. So right now we're looking at hide plus supply, hide plus intel, 47 hours on a soldier. We've got a jailbreak coming on. We've got 6 intel strength 2. We've got 9 intel strength 3. So that's where our lib is happening. Let's stop by the black market while we can. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Oh. It's legit. If I was incapacitated by poison, I'd be fair full of poison as well. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. So what do we have available? We've got... oh, that's right. The advanced hacking. We've got the Advent weapon crate. Let's go ahead and clear that. Alien data cache. I feel like we might still need that. There's the data pad and the data cache. I'm going to clear the cache. We're going to hang on to a standard scope. And then I think that's it. That brings us up to 114. We need 150 for an infirmary. And we can start to clear some of the fears as well. So we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. Yeah. Build faster. We don't need to build. So let's just keep scanning out in New Australia. And we'll see what we got. Yeah. Here we go. Now we need to go to the new Arctic. We also have the ability to research a lead. So there is that. I'm curious where we should head to next because we can make new contacts. Smash and grab, 8 days, 18 hours. That seems very potent. That seems really, really potent. I mean, we need the materials and we need the training, so that works out nicely. So, Sir Balsman, I feel like we should keep training Sir Balsman. Let's go in and manage havens. We're going to grab Sir Balsman and let's swap this out. We'll get... How about we'll let Dave Neas watch over things for a little bit, yeah? But I will take his prototype gun and his hunter's axe. So we're going to go with the alloy sword, or I guess traditional sword at least. And then we're going to have a scatter gun, yeah. And we're going to have the standard ceramic plating, and we're going to have like a med kit out here. How about that? Unless Faceless does something else in Long War, all they've been used for are the beacons. Oh, beacons? What do you mean? This is Jane Kelly. I would like to get a Storm Rider moving as well. So let's get Mrs. Mr. Cloister. And then we're going to have... Maybe we'll have old dude 80 kind of hang tight. Because it would be cool to level up some of the other sharpshooters as well. That looks totally fine. There it is. And hang tight. He's doing a good job though. So this is smash and grab. Revealed start. So this is the one where we got to get the crates, right? So Sir Balsman's going to be excellent. Cindy's going to be great. Actually, Vergant would be pretty good too. Mr. Cloister is going to be awesome. Azrael would be pretty darn awesome. Definitely get a combat engineer. We can actually get... let's get Classy Clue in there. And we can even get a 6th. I do want to get some experience in a Serenity. So let's go like this. Here we go. Now, that's a lot of points. We have a lot of points. Alloy Sword. I kind of want to get the Hunter's Axe here. Let's do it. 36 hours left on training. Oh, yeah, for Grandpapa Dads. Mag Vector Lance. We've got the shotgun. We can get the prototype plasma hunting shotgun. We've got a cannon. We've got the laser cannon. And we'll come in with full laser here. Now, as far as armor, we've got the exosuit as well. Oh, nice. Well, I mean, classy. She gets more boom. We can upgrade the axe. Oh, that's right. I think in order to do that, we have to not have it equipped, right? So we'd have to do like alloy sword, and then we would build the item. We'd go to weapons, and then we would go to the bottom. Usually that's where it sits, if I recall. Ionic Axe, 30 supply, 5 alien alloy, and now it is of the higher tier. Very cool. There it is. Oh my god. So I think it has a chance to stun as well, right? Stun chance 25%. That is insane. Well worth it. Doesn't even use a corpse. Yes, it is. No kidding. No kidding. So, I mean, we're just going to hazmat vest that up and let her get on in there. Dear god. Advent Alloy Armor. We've got exosuit. We can also bring ourselves the prototype plasma blaster. Got a grenade launcher. I mean, I suppose we could also utilize the... Oh no, we have the advanced grenade launcher deployed right now. As far as the laser cannon will do. Armor-wise, do we have any more Predator? We've got the Trooper armor. Our Reaper. I mean, honestly, we probably need more Predator just in general. But then again, for our reinforced frames, plated spark armor, etc., that gives us more mobility and everything. I'm torn. Advent Stun Lance armor, Lancer Corps. Let's save that. So, more Predator. Or I guess we can get another mag level stuff. So, the Advent Rifles. I think it's usually like 15. Restored Advent Rifles, 15 supply. So that's that. We can get the Cal 15. Another one that's 40. That's pretty expensive. Let's start with this, because it's 15 supply. That's so cheap for Cindy. It would be cool to get a better Guardian shield, but that's very specific to her. The Reaper, I think, is another 30 armor, or 30 supply. And then the cannon can be used by multiple people, so I think I'm going to upgrade the cannon. I'm going to upgrade the cannon. Rocket launcher, that's more save axe. And then this is Sojin. All right, we're going to get the cannon because more people can use the cannon. So we'll go mag cannon. We'll have 2 of these things. So let's get our upgrades. Weapon upgrade. Expanded magazine. Laser sight. Heavy barrel. For electrician, we don't have the aim anymore, but mobility, hacking, oh, we do have aim. I might give him aim because that also helps with the stunning. Prototype plasma shotgun. Laser sight. Standard heavy barrel. And we'll get an advanced expanded magazine. Can we get more alloy plating? We had a bunch of trooper corpses. Oh, really? Oh, great. Yeah, that would be great. Armor, alloy plating, 1 trooper corpse. Oh, yes. Yes, we should. That's a great suggestion. Thank you. So good. My gosh, a whole nother ablative point. That's amazing. What a suggestion. Excellent. Thank you very much. And we're also going to get in with the AP as well. So we've got AP, we've got 1 of each. We've got the alloy plating, we've got the AP, we've got alloy plating. We have, for stun lance for Cindy, the only one with the med kit. I think we don't have any more nanoscale, right? How much does it cost for hazmat? Hazmat, 15 supply, 1 alien alloy, versus nanoscale, 5 supply, 1 alien alloy. It's a little cheaper, and it reduces the crit chance against us as well. And I think that's all we got. All right, let's just get armed up. Weapon upgrade. We'll go laser sight heavy barrel and an auto loader. And then the same for Cindy. She'll go with the laser sight heavy barrel auto loader. And then what about the AP? So scouting, free battle scanner with very cool boosted core for the explosives. Combat engineer to blow up objects on the battlefield. Center mass, that's huge actually. And then we've got resilience, minus to critical hit chance. Close and personal, very powerful. I'm gonna go with center mass, that's huge. Extra damage on a bullpup, very welcome, especially when we still have the laser variety. We've got paramedic for Cindy. Lone wolf, trench warfare. If you get at least 1 kill, automatically hunker down. Marauder. Whoa, she gets marauder? Untouchable. If you score a kill during your turn, the next attack will miss. Okay, that's pretty epic. Oh, wait a minute. She's also got burial shot and heavy hitter. Yeah, untouchable. That's basically like your battlefield awareness. That's awesome. And then we've got for Storm Fang. Stab an adjacent foe with an electrically charged blade. Inflicts electroshock. Strong against robotic foes. Rolling Thunder. Whenever you deal electrical damage, detect enemy presence in an 18-tile radius. Pack attacks. If shield wall's active, all adjacent allies enter Overwatch. Castle. Swap locations with an ally, immediately activate shield wall. Okay, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. And Lightning Fang. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm really curious how that's going to play out. Got Nimble Hands for the free reload. Heat Arsenal. More damage against robotic targets. Lingering Shadow. Blood Trail. Attacks deal plus 1 damage and ignore up to 40 dodge if the target has taken damage after your previous turn. Sounds like that could be useful, but I feel like, I mean, 30% extra damage against robotic targets is super great against the mechs. Yeah, stun them and stand there, stick them a tongue at them. Yep, that's the way. We got Classy Clue. Your explosives can destroy many cover objects. That's super great. Bandolier, extra utility item slot only usable for ammo. Teardown, free action to blow things up. Trench gun, very nice. She's got the shotgun. Light 'em up, not turn ending, stiletto, and street sweeper. I think free action teardown sounds awesome, especially when she's trying to blow all this stuff up. And then last but not least, We have our electrician, dedication to move, and target focus. Yeah, let's hold there. Okay, perfect. Infiltrate. It's going to take us 7 days. Very light, 10 to 12. Revealed start, smash and grab. 6 crates as a max. All right, let's go. Takes a while to get set up, but once you're in, it's over so quickly. Mimic Beacon, I think, is the actual name. Oh, for the Faceless for XCOM. Beacon Grenade or mine, either way. I never used it. I always sell the Faceless. Oh, there you go. I don't remember what it does out here, but I know that there's some pretty specific research to be done. Here's the Liberation. We're going to go in and boost Lib 2. This is in New Australia, 95%, 10 to 12 enemies, and we've got to rescue a recon bunny out here. So the next bunny, if we can succeed, is going to be Chappie. So right now, Chappie would be a recon if we can succeed here. This is Liberation 2. We're going to then unlock Liberation 3. We do Lib 3 immediately, just instantly detects the tower. And that's when the ball starts to get rolling. We're on strength 3 right now, so it's going to be awesome. Looking forward to see you gain some levels on electrician. The AoE, like chain lightning, is just amazing when you actually get there. I've only had it once, and it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. What a game changer. Okay, so we've got some serious protection here, and we've got some serious weaponry. Rescue VIP from Advent Vehicle, extract VIP at designated location. It's just a blow through. We basically go straight through the enemy, right? All right, so this is 10 to 12, right? It's 10 to 12. So we got Lewis. We've got CTIM, that's Specialist. We've got Reorcs, our Spark. Superior Daisy, our only gunner. We got Savax, our, well, I'm going to call him the Rocketeer. And then we've got Tedster. All right. And as far as where we are starting, this is the corner. So we're leaning more to the right, and I'm kind of okay with that. I definitely want to take this building if possible. So let's suck up right in the pocket and see if there's anyone inside. No one here, so we're just going to go in and group up right on Tedster. Got CTIM. Got Reorcs. Have Superior Daisy.
Roger that.
And Savax with the triple rockets. Obviously focused around complete and utter. Oh my. Okay, they don't see us. They don't see us. We're still concealed. That's great. Love that. Oh my god, that's a lot of health. 15 plus 3 armor and Viper Serpents. All right. Sounds like he could use some adult coverage with his Serpents. Advent Sentry, Advent Surveillance Drone. Oh boy. Okay. We're not detected, right? Oh, he saw us. All right. Going loud. Dear God. I think we just aggroed like 4 people. Oh, we just aggroed like 5, didn't we? Frickin' drone. Horrible drone. Don't like him. Horrible drone. Oh, he's just a 2? That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Let's go in and flesh it up. Flesh that guy. Clear. Drone's down. Muton Hunter aggro. Oh, we got another drone. Another drone. On the bright side now, Tess, we can get some kills. That's right. Golly. Golly. Well, here comes Lewis from downtown. From down below. Shoot upwards. Nice. 11 damage. What a beast. No death from above. That's DFB. That's death from below. That's what we're talking about. What a guy. What a guy. Damn low ground. Yeah, seriously. My goodness. That's terrifying. Well, let's go ahead and overdrive it up. It's aggro day. Yeah, it is. It is. Well, you know, Savax was wondering, when do I get to fire a rocket? I want to shoot more rockets. Look how accurate he is. 0.46 on the spread. Here comes Savax. Eat this. Okay, that's pretty good. Now he doesn't have cover. Look at that. I bet he regrets the heck out of that one. Hey, Oyalepa. High five. Good to see ya. And of course, he's got salvo. There's more where that came from. But we better get a little bit of sight on the enemy. So here we come with the Be Dead. There it is. Oh, see? Now we see the other guy. We don't like that. 78%. Shoot him. Holo targeting. Nice. That's a graze, but it's going to help the rest of us. Love that. So Savax has another rocket where that came from. So let's go ahead and try to open up the Hunter. That'll be great. I expected Savax to be the one to break cover with the destruction of windows. Oh, nice. You got him. Excellent. Wow, what a guy. Look at that. Doesn't have cover anymore now, does he? That's awesome. Love it. Well, tell you what, Reorcs does have more where that came from. 50-50. I want a holo target. Excellent. High five. So he hit both. Holo targeted both. That's phenomenal. We got Superior Daisy and CTIM. All right, fair enough. We got Combat Protocol. That's enough to tick. Well, that's burning. Let's get behind high cover. Savax and Sniper Mech would make a nice team. Yep. 68. Ooh, that's a little rough. Well, with a Hunter, I'm going to suppress the Hunter here. And then we are going to just Combat Protocol. I want the Viper, but it doesn't look like there's any cover for us, unfortunately. Oh, nope, there is right here. Shift a little bit. Combat Protocol and ding him. There we go. I just want that guarantee. So high five. And we're down to 1 in suppression on the Muton Hunter with a holo targeting debuff. All right, incoming. He ran it. Look at that shred from Superior Daisy. Muton Hunter is now burning. Okay, that worked out very nicely. That worked out very, very nicely. Now, Tedster does have Trial by Fire, and that's going to really, really help out the bunnies. Right now, we got 16 turns until forced retreat. I wish we could hide again, but should we flesh this? I don't want to burn. It's going to tell us if we're going to burn, so we'll just stand away from the wall. So let's get Tedster another kill. Yeah. Why am I singing some Def Leppard each time I shoot a rocket? Nice. Because you're feeling it. You're feeling it, Savax. That's what I like. You feel the art, and this is what you do to guys. You can't make them stop dancing, right? Don't stop dancing, because you don't stop believing. All right, so let's get prepped. We do want to get our good old Lewis up and above, so let's bring him up top. We want that death from above. Hold. CTIM. Reorcs. Superior Daisy. And Savax. Let's stay right there. Perfect. Here we go. Yeah, just don't mind the burning, bunnies. Don't mind the burning. We're not going to be here long enough. Trust me. It wasn't Savax's fault. Look at all this steam coming out of there. They need better ventilation. It's the worst. It's the worst. Well, now Tedster's not really scouting now, is he? I suppose we can take a peek. If we come out this way, I mean, he's definitely going to get spotted. Let's actually bring Tedster up and over. He's going to be striking and providing command as our officer in the field. We got Lewis. We have... Let's actually bring CTIM up, and then we're going to go in scouting protocol on the target right there. Okay. All right. Well, found him. Found him. Well, that's great. Everyone get reloaded. So we got a Cryo Rocketeer. We have a Frost Priest Veteran. We have a Heavy Rocketeer. We've got an Armored Trooper, Advanced Armored Trooper, Advent Sentry, Advent Grenadier, and another pod out here. So that brings us up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so it's 3 pods right here. 1 here we can't see. These 2 right there, and that accounts for everybody else in the 10 to 12 on light. So there it is. Everyone's reloaded. I do not want to go in. I want to go in with everything that we need. Mag Sniper Rifle, get that reload. There it is. And Overwatch, we still have enough time, I think. The evac zone is just on the opposite side. I'm going to go in and steady weapon for Lewis. And hold. 8 more in total. Yeah, no kidding. Well, it's 2 out here plus 3 and 3, right? Well, I mean, I suppose we can activate. Come up to full. We might see this outer pod. I'm gonna trigger battle space. Once per mission, you can increase this bonus to 12 tiles per turn. Nope. Intervention, Oscar Mike, crit. Okay, well, how do we do this? Let's move a little farther forward. Reorcs. Got him. All right, activation. Advent Sentry, Advanced Armored Trooper. We do the Plasma Blaster. We can always open them up. Armored Trooper, Sentry. Let's hit We don't have a shot from here, right? Yeah, we don't have a shot from here. We hit the sentry, we hit the trooper. Let's go for the armored trooper. It's gonna trigger rupture as well. Nice. We just can't see it, that's all. There's the rupture. Do we have a frag? Negative. What about Lewis? No shots for Lewis. If they close up, he might get a shot. So Overwatch. Combat protocol. I mean, shot on 97. Send it. Good kill. Good kill for Seatim. Nurse Stubba. And Seatim gets a promotion to corporal. Wouldn't that be interesting? We got, I know we can't get 2 promotions, but a bunny can dream, right? I'm actually just going to shift left Overwatch. And Overwatch and Overwatch. Let's see where they are at. All right, sight. Miss. That guy's got rupture. Intimidate, nice. Chance to cause panic. There it is. That guy's panicking. That's amazing. That is amazing. Wow. All he had to do was take 1 shot at reorcs, and that's it. Okay, so how do we break this? I mean, we should probably maybe come down instead. Let's hop on down with Seatim. We might aggro more. Contact left, destroyer commando. Got a sorcerer adept as well. So that's a pot of 2. At least we can see him, right? Okay, hang tight. So we also have the punch, kinetic strike. How about the double promotion as long as you get enough? Oh, really? Can you do that? I was just trying to think because we've got trial by fire. Does it work that way? That's the energy shield destroyer commando. Or we can just flesh it up. I think we're going to be all right. Advanced armor trooper. Here comes the best Tedster. Oh, only with the mod. Gotcha. All right, we got to clear. Might aggro another pod. Underbarrel launcher. We've got the suppressor and advent weapon crate. All right, Lewis doesn't have a shot from here. Got Nurse Stubba. Combat protocol. Well, let's go ahead and punch these guys. There's the sorcerer adept. Yeah, let's just work him. We're kind of going to unscouted territory, but hopefully it's worth it. It's entertaining, if anything. All right, there's some more. There's some more. Ooh, heavy rocketeer. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. All right, what do we have here? Savex. Savex has a shot. 79%. Frost Priest veteran. There's the heavy rocketeer. That's the guy. Superior Daisy. Doesn't have a shot from here. That's on half. Rock'em sock'em. That's the way. All right, bring it over. 58. Send it. Good kill from Superior Daisy. Beautiful. High five. 79 on the Frost Priest veteran. You know what? I'm going to lead the target on the veteran. That's for Lewis. We do a Savex. And we do have Nurse Stubba. Nurse Stubba 57 on the Sorcerer Adept. And then Savex. Okay, well, let's get Savex on half. Yeah, me too. I do not like Rocketeers. 59. Send it. Savex. Nice! Just drops him like a sack of potatoes. Good job, Savex. And we're going to go ahead and Overwatch here with Seatim. What do they got? Frost Priest veteran. Freeze weapon to be dead. Or reorcs. All right, weapon disabled for the moment and chill, so slowed him down. Is he going to move, though? Oh, nice! And that's what he gets for his trouble. 16 damage from Lewis. Oh, wait a minute. Cryo Rocketeer. Cryo Rocketeer. Shot out, bitter chill. All right, so that's all the ablative. Intimidate to the Rocketeer. And now Intimidate failure. Trigger for Seatim. Engineer. Hey, Rhubarb, good to see you. High five, Rhubarb. Good to see you. Flanking shot, so some damage out to reorcs. Intimidate to the Grenadier. Panic. Perfect. And then we've got the Commando. He's up. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. Intimidate to the destroyer commando. Intimidate failed. All right, so far it's triggered twice already. It's pretty epic. All right, Lewis, C-Tim. And we got Tedster. All right, so be dead, but not Ted. We don't have the punch right now. We're going to go in overdrive. It's going to allow us to reload and take at least a couple of shots. So load up. Shot on 58 on the Cryo Rocketeer. We're going to holo target that guy. So he's marked. 73 on the Rocketeer. We got 53, but that's going to get more shielding there, yeah? So what have we got? Superior Daisy. There's the Grenadier. We got Savax. Well, we have another rocket where that came from. So we get over here. We should be able to land a rocket. So let's go ahead and see if we can't make that happen and maybe open up the cover a little bit. Or maybe we should... Yeah, that's a little dangerous, isn't it? Okay, that's a little dangerous. Maybe we wait on this one. Maybe we wait just a tadsies. All right, we'll come back to that one. We're still thinking on how that works. Okay, great. Good job, bunnies. We can stab this guy, nade it. He doesn't have a nade, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to use someone else for that. Yeah. Reorgs has one more action. We got Superior Daisy, who can dip on over and get the shot on the Rocketeer. I definitely want that to happen. 86, send it. That's with the holo target. Mag Cannon whiffs it.
Still moving.
And we got Tedster. Well, that guy's panicked. Destroyer Commando. We can't make it far enough out here. The Grenadier is 5 to 7. That's not enough. And we really need to get Lewis somewhere else. But we may not have the DFA, but if we get over on this edge here, he might be in a good, decent spot. So let's go ahead and bring him on over all the way to the bottom. Because he's unable to engage at the moment. And we do have, for C-Tim, we do have the Bayonet. Bayonet the Grenadier on this side. That puts us on half cover. And I think it's the only one we can do that for. So let's go ahead and start that off and see what we got. I apologize for my absence. A transdimensional being trapped me in a dark matter crystal for 10,000 years. Wow, I'm glad you're back as well. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. And takedown. Yeah, let's smack that guy with Savax, guaranteed. That's a clear. Beautiful. You must be hungry. Yeah, hungry for enemy lives is what? All the enemy lives. So many enemy lives to get rid of. My gosh. Well, I don't want Tedster to be stuck out there as much as I want to clear the Rocketeer. That's terrifying. 73. Let's try it. Okay, that's a miss. I would imagine you'd be tired, yeah? Well, I'm glad that you're back. I'm glad you're back. We got commands. We've got a rocket. You know what? Gosh darn it. This scares the heck out of me. But we have no way of retaliating is the problem. That's the problem that I'm seeing. But a rocket would just not be good, so... Alright. We're gonna risk it. Here we go. Here comes Tedster. Hang in there, Tedster. Alright, that's a clear. But there is still a Destroyer Commando on the field, and he can outflank us easily. What's he got? Shot to Tedster. Misses. Oh, nice. He tried to grab Tedster. Side pull miss. That's perfect. That is perfect. Holy moly. All right. Look at that. And Lewis actually has a very slim angle right now. So what's with this guy? So just to double check before we do anything. Side Commando immunity. Immune to fire, knockback, chrysalid, poison, kinetic plating. Missed shots will generate shielding. He's a veteran unit with extra aim, and he's got an energy shield, but it doesn't have any sort of like blade stormish things or anything like that. Let's go in and just smack this guy. Open him up. Beautiful crit. Absolute massive crit. Shield removed. And that allows us... We might as well take a crack at it for Lewis. Poor guy. Didn't get to shoot at anybody. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
And then we've got combat protocol, drop him. There it is. Nice. High five. I've been scarfing Welch's fruit snack since I realigned with reality. Well, that's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it. I'm glad you had the fruit snacks. They were still good after 10,000 years. I mean, those things are amazing. You get a free shot with a pistol, correct, if I lead with a pistol. That's if we have spec'd into it. We don't have that yet, but you do have quick draw at the moment. So that is super helpful for sure.
Understood.
Let's go ahead and push up. We've got 11 turns to get out. Reinforcements imminent. We have a recon bunny in there. So a little bit of damage on reorcs, but he's okay. We're just going to go ahead and group up, get out of the building with Savax. And reload.
Oh yeah.
And then we can have CTIM actually hack in there, and maybe we'll get a little extra, right? So excellent. So off we go. We're going to go ahead and just push all the way up with Lewis. We've got CTIM. CTIM's going to get right on over. Oh, can we hack it from here? Oh, we can. Nice. Yeah, let's hack that up. Unlock the door. We can get... I want to prioritize intel if possible. It said small intel cache and a large intel cache. I'm going to get the small one just because we really need it, although it seems like could have gone for broke and gone the big one. Yeah, well, their dark matter fruit snacks times irrelevant. That's incredible. What a fruit snack. What a fruit snack. That is amazing. Well, Welch's, you've done a good job. I didn't realize you were so advanced. That's what happens when you leave Welch's to their own devices, right? All right, excellent. And we're going to go in and get reloaded, especially grape. You know, grape's like one of those artificial flavors that I actually enjoy. Yeah, ever had grape soda? That stuff is surprisingly addicting. I don't know why. And I guess I'm one of the kids that actually liked Dimetapp when I was a kid. All right, reinforcements incoming. It is happening. All right, so let's go ahead and open the door. Reinforcements on the next one. We should be... Can I open the door? Should be able to. There we go. And can we move them now? I guess we have to walk by first. So let's just... Yeah, there we go. Take a gander. Perfect. Need to run past the door. Yeah. all these prerequisites here. My goodness. And what's the best way up? Looks like there's pipes on this side and then a ladder. So perfect. So let's go and advance to this corner out here. Yeah. Got to make eye contact. Yeah, there it is. Grape crush. So good. If I ate a grape that tasted like that, I'd be suspicious. I think most of us would. But we're not suspicious when it's... Well, when it's artificial and fake. So... let's get Lewis. I mean, we'll stick him just with the rest of the bunnies right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and reload.
Reloaded.
We got CTIM. CTIM just gonna group up. I don't know where I put CTIM. Oh, I guess we're in the van. All right, fair enough. Not as suspicious as beer mixed with lemonade. Oh, we were talking about that the other day. Dex would never guide us wrong. All right, what do we have here? Incoming. Sentry and a trooper? Sentry and a scout? Oh, that's a Pathfinder, isn't it? Okay, so we got Sentry and a Pathfinder. Where did they drop? Oh, they dropped right in front of us. Oh, they're right on the road. Oh, wow. Wow, all right. Wow, that guy's got a lot of health for a Pathfinder. God, he's got some nice glowy bits inside. Oh, look at that. He took that one right in the butt. My goodness. Well, he's going to regret ever having dropped on us. Let me tell you, 53%. That's a little rough. Hopefully, we'll be able to land it. We also have the pistol, 41%, so even lower. So we'll just send the regular rifle, and hopefully Lewis is going to land. It's a hard shot, but that's all right. Overwatch actually working. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? We'll tell you what. We got reorcs. He's got a fist, and he's ready to fist the enemy. Go ahead and do it. Give him the big mechanical fist. It's his favorite. He told me yesterday. There we go. Great. He's so happy right now in Valhalla. And then, of course, there's another guy. Well, let's get Tedster. Tedster's got a pointy stick as well, and he's just been rearing to use it. Here comes Tedster with a sentry. Excellent. Enemy down. Perfect. Haven't felt great lately. Need to save it for when my belly can handle it. Oh, there. Fair enough. All right, let's get a move on. That was short and sweet and very, very nice. All right, up we go. Awesome. So we have a brand new bunny. This is Chappie or Magic. I actually like that name. In, what was it called? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. But the mercenary game. Oh, Jagged Alliance. In Jagged Alliance, they had a mercenary named Magic, and he was like one of my favorites in the original. And so that is a great homage for Magic. Apparently, bananas used to taste like banana candy. About 100 years ago, the fruit cartel decided bland, long-lasting bananas were more profitable. You know, that explains a lot. It's almost like plantains are the next evolution of bananas then, right? Ain't that the truth? All right, let's get Reorcs out of here. We'll get him on up. We're gonna get Superior Daisy on up. We got Savax on up. We've got Latedster. He's on his way. We've got C-Tim, who's just gonna come around the corner. Oh yeah, well, I said go around the corner. See, oh boy. Can you imagine if the bunnies ever went shopping and ended up going to a window store, how many liability waivers we'd all have to sign? He's like, there's a window. No, just go around the, gosh darn it, there's a window. Tedster's out of the bag. That's right. He's totally safe now. We're all good. All right, high five. There it is. Beautiful. Yeah, not flawless, but it went to Reorcs, and Reorcs is definitely repairable. Yeah, that's awesome. 14 enemies down. Beautiful. The Cavendish strain became a monopoly. Oh, I don't know that one. Yeah. The bananas that banana flavoring tastes like basically died out to a disease because they were all cuttings from the same exact plant. Sounds a lot like Subnautica. There's that, what was that? Not the bamboo, is it the bamboo plant? Or the boom boom plant? There's a, gosh, I'm drawing a blank on so many things right now. It's all right. It's all the brain power has gone to XCOM. That's what happened. But there was like a boom boom plant, looks like a palm tree. You can eat it for hydration and sustenance. And it's all cut from the same place. 6 days, that's it. That's amazing. And so many promotions. This is our trial by fire result. Take a look at that. That's excellent. Very, very effective. 5 promotions off of 1 mission, yeah? To get a good banana, buy them green and wait until they ripen. See, that's actually like, that's good advice, actually. That's good advice, Cindy. That's good advice. Humanity's heroes, Advent will fall. Resist the Xenos, Advent will fall. Sounds very, very Warhammer 40k. We got 5 promotions. It's amazing. C-Tim is back on up to corporal level. Field Surgeon is excellent. I'm definitely going to go for that. We actually have 10, so we're going to go for that parkour as well. And huge upgrade for C-Tim. So it's well on their way to being a superior medical practitioner. There we go. So Corporal for Superior Daisy. Lockdown for suppression, formidable for extra ablative and less damage from explosive attacks, and blade storm. I actually feel like, do they ever get suppressing fire? I mean, they don't have suppressing fire here, right? That's mayhem. That's if you suppress. I feel like formidable would be very helpful. So I'm gonna go with formidable. They've got blurred, they've got lightning reflexes, jingoistic, and fearsome. Fearsome's great, but that's very far away. Salvo, we're not really launching anything. Field medic, low profile. Low profile could be very potent. So I'm just gonna hang tight on that one, but the low profile is a huge one for me. Yeah, they don't just regular area suppress. Man, but they've got so much damage output. So much damage output, cyclic fire and everything. Rainmaker, damage control, and center mass. I like damage control, actually. Gain 2 armor through the end of the turn after taking damage. That's super great. Especially we do enhanced defensive systems, but we got zone of control and Shredder, but I'm probably going to take Shredder now that I think about it. Sacrifice and channeling field abilities combined with damage control and formidable. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And then we got focused defense against attacks by the closest enemy. I think I'm going to go with damage control. Yeah, gunners are king of direct fire. Yeah, I'm going to go with damage control. I'm torn on the next one. Like, if we punched a lot, I think zone of control is probably more of an assault mech trooper thing. Shredder is excellent, but we can kind of get around that by using like Shredder rounds and using a heavy spark suit so we get an ammo slot. There's the enhanced defensive systems, which gives us sacrifice, and it allows us to protect the rest of the bunnies when things go wrong, like that giant 15 enemy pull coupled with like smoke. We've done that before and that was awesome. Promote soldier, we've got precision shot. I love that. We're definitely going precision shot. 30 crit chance, 34% more damage if you crit. That's excellent. Love that. And then last but not least, we've got Savax. So he's been doing the fire in the hole and salvo thing. Focus defense against the closest enemy, overkill, Your range attacks deal +2 more damage to units at 50% health or less, or your aim and defense when at least 4 tiles distant from any ally. That's tough. I mean, I guess the aim and defense, but Savax is usually near the bunnies, I feel like. I'm assuming range attacks, does that apply to our explosives as well? Because that's terrifying, but that's 50% HP or less. I mean, we're usually using his rockets and stuff to open the enemy up, and then I suppose if they're already damaged, then we shoot at them, but this isn't always going to trigger, and 2 damage is a lot, but not everything, and this is only against 1 enemy, which is helpful, but not incredibly useful, so I'm going to do Lone Wolf, I think, but that's a little bit of a miss for me on Sergeant, yeah. All right, so then after that, I think we had one more, right? We had, our new recon. So perfect. So let's go in and adjust appearance right here. And we're going to go and make them look just like Vergant. And this is Chappie. So we've got Chappie from the United States. So this is going to be Chappie. We actually have 2 recon now, and we're training up a 3rd. So I'm very, very happy about that. And I actually like Magic. I'm going to keep Magic. I think that's a cool name. And they're from the United States. So let's go and get that adjusted. All of our sneakiest new people from the US.
Affirmative.
And that's looking really great. I like it. Get a promotion. Just make sure that active is marked. And now we're good. Promote soldier. What do we have? Definitely want tracking. And I definitely want the covert. Enemies have a 25% smaller detection range against you. We've seen how effective that can be. It's terrifying. We've got extra munitions, scout for free battle scanner, and aim assist. Gain additional +15 aim and 15 crit against holo targeted units. Is that for us? Works with both holo target and holo targeting perk, but does not stack if both effects are applied to the same target. As in, that's for us, right? You gain an additional 15 aim and 15 crit against holo targeted units. I think that's for us to shoot at them, right? Just for the soldier himself. Then I'm definitely going to go with scout instead, because that's too good to have. What a bonus. That's amazing. All right, so very, very, very pleased with that. Okay, perfect. Well, let's keep pushing. We've got 24 supply, and I believe that was our Lib 2, right? So let's keep scanning in New Australia. We're hoping to find Lib 3. Officer training complete for Grandpapa Dets. And he can finally get out of OCS. That's great. Congratulations, Dets. Sustaining Sphere Advent Priest armor. Very nice for Psy. And as far as what's the next thing we want to work on? We got psionics for a Scilab Wraith suit. I mean, the Wraith suit's awesome. Gatekeeper, Rec Analysis, Defense, Psi Underlay if we want to buff things even further with some of our troops. Mobile armor at 50 and Illyrium. So I guess a facility lead would be helpful. Advent datapad decryption could be helpful. No longer a thumb twiddling. Yeah. About damn time. That's right. Advent Shield Bearer, Stasis Vest, Viper Autopsy, Viper King, Battlefield Medicine. I'm so torn because while I want to do these just because they're useful, I also want to move forward with kind of the bigger ticket items, and I feel like Illyrium's like the really big one, but we don't have enough Illyrium crystals. That does push us forward on Coil, and then there's mobile armor, which just, between these two, you get the Wraith suit, but mobile armor is so good for our sharpshooters. I think this could be very worth it. 50 supply. 50 supply. All right, well, let's go with... Let's not use that because that's intel. Let's come in with the Viper Autopsy, but we can always switch on over. So we're going to go to the world, we'll go to the black market, we'll be able to sell off some things, and then we'll be able to initiate. We do need to keep scanning on New Australia as soon as possible, though. That's absolutely critical. So black market first. I suppose it's wild we can have bananas at all when they come from across the world. That's true. It's pretty... Trade is an amazing thing. It really, really is. So we're going to go all the way to the bottom. Underbarrel launcher, we're going to go and clear it. The crate, we're going to clear it. Suppressors, adjusted advent rifle. We don't, believe it or not, right now we don't need this. So we're going to go in and clear it because we've got the mag version, the restored version. Laser cannon, hacking, alloy plating, shield bearer corpse. We've got depth perception. Right now we're at 49 supply. We need 50. How many Illyrium Corp do we have? We've kind of been selling the Illyrium core to get us forward, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll pull all the way back and switch. There used to be ships that were basically designed for the fastest possible transportation of pineapples, specifically for pineapples. How does that work, yeah? I'm going to do mobile armor. There it is. Can sell a few sectoid corpses. Oh, yeah. I guess that is a lot. How much do they sell for? Sectoid corpses, 10 each. We can keep 8. How about that? We'll keep 8. 60. Oh my god, that's amazing. I didn't even look. If I see corpse, I don't even consider it. That's a good call. All right, back we go. New Australia. Keep scanning, keep scanning. We got to make this happen. 78 supply. Actually, I kind of want to do the Skulljack. I feel like we've kind of been missing out. But we'll come back to that one. Guerrilla Ops. What do we have? 4 days. Find enemy flight path standard UFO. So, so the UFO, when they land, will bring in more troops, right? If we get the UFO flight path, then we can intercept and down them. Is that how that works? Now, that would probably... We're going to need a boost on this, right? Correct? Okay, hacker workstation, 27 intel, but more importantly, the flight path. Oh my god. All right, let's see what we can do. People used to rent pineapples to have them as a conversation piece. Oh, really? Pretty short lifetime after being picked are really hard to cultivate. In the age of sale are considered incredibly exotic and expensive. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Well, let's see. We've got Vergant. Let's get Vergant moving here. We have Sojin. We've got Antonides, who's been amazing. This is not full salvage, so I'm going to bring Savax. And I'm looking for that boost, right? We're looking for the boost. Reorx is 4 days out on repair. We got Superior Daisy. We should probably continue to level. Tedster's the captain, so we get Tedster in. He's going to get trial by fire to trigger, so I guess we'll switch out from our recon. We can get... I want to keep getting Lewis, but Lewis is already a sergeant. Let's get Superior Daisy. That's a boost on 109%. So what do we have? We've got Mech Sniper, Muton Trooper. We've got Juggernaut. So a lot of like mid and long, and then Shinobi. So we kind of got a lot of standoff. Definitely want to get our alloy plating in there. Magmuton Cannon. Can we afford... Oh, that's right. I wanted to do this thing. There we go. So we got this. Nice. There's hidden pineapples in so many classic European loom woven fabric. Oh, serious? Holy moly. To show how rich you were. Wow. I know pineapple fibers in the Barong Tagalog in the Philippines. It's like a formal shirt. It's made out of pineapple fibers. That's pretty freaking awesome. Laser cannon. Well, I can't afford another one. We've got 2 deployed right now. We got a mag shotgun, mag muton cannon, mag cannon, heavy mech artillery, I suppose. Savax is a sergeant. Can we get anybody else? We already have a lot of boom, right? Grandpapa Des, but Grandpapa Des doesn't have a cannon. We do need more specialist training. We've got Kit Pup. We've got Jaga. Combat Engineer. Combat Engineer could be helpful. Kuya. High five. Oh boy. Grenade launcher. Okay, so we don't really have the tech, unfortunately. I want bunnies who actually have the gear to make it through. Yeah. So that's a little bit of a rough one. So you know what? I guess we're coming in. We're coming in with 4 Savax here. And how much supply? We have enough for another Predator armor suit in theory. Kevlar armor, or we could also build the Muton Predator armor, which is a lot cheaper for 15. We can even build another Predator armor suit, and that'll do it. So here we go. We've got Predator armor. We've got Muton Predator armor. Because this is a pretty rough one, yeah. I've never seen pineapple cloth before. It doesn't sound like something that'd be comfortable. It's very It's almost like transparent, yeah? It's super thin. It's actually very airy, and it feels nice in an environment that's very hot or humid, right? Alloy plating, shredder rounds. We've got our Muton Trooper AP grenade. Their mobility is at 11 already, right? So 12 right now. Rocket launcher. We don't have enough to build another, like, advanced rocket launcher. We'll go AP for Savax, because he's going to need it with a laser cannon. And we've got one med kit on Tedster. And honestly, we're probably going to need another med kit just in case, right? Everyone has something, so AP. Battle space, bring them on, lock and load. Savax with all the rockets. Oh, we need to give him more rockets, right? Area suppress, Iron Curtain, ready for anything. I like ready for anything on 25. I think it's going to be worth it. And we probably want to give him another rocket, so let's give him more rockets here. We're going to come in with the Shredder rocket, yeah? I'm imagining gauze. I'd say it's more durable than I would have expected. But it isn't like Cordura or something like that, you know? Return fire if they shoot at him. Oh, that's kind of nice. Free explosive grenade item and ever vigilant. Let's do return fire. That could actually be pretty useful, yeah? And then we've got dedication. This is for Sojin. Blast off, your rockets are more accurate. Heat warhead, stay on target. Removes the cooldown for leave the target. Oh, that's excellent. Let's do that. That's super great. And then last but not least, Salvo, that's not going to be it for Superior Daisy, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and get these armed up. Strip upgrades. Advanced stock, advanced heavy barrel, and advanced laser sight. Yes. And speed loader. Excellent. I love this. So we can dash out somewhere and reload immediately without having to stop. That is super, super handy. What a nice combo. Of course, we're probably going to go with the advanced hair trigger. And we're going to get the advanced autoloader so we can keep shooting and suppressing. Hey, May Shadowfax GG, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, 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 raiders. If you're joining us right now, we're currently just prepping to assault a UFO while we're trying to build ourselves up with a liberation. May Shadowfax GG, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Bunny League. It's very good to have you with us, yeah? High five, and thank you so much. Hopefully you had a good stream. What were you guys playing today, yeah? Right now, we're just prepping for an op. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, and good day to you. I think we're good. I think we're going to go in with 5. And in theory, we're going to boost it at 10 to 12. That's going to be okay, yeah? And the nice thing is it's going to be 25. 25 intel as a cost to boost, but we get 29 back, so it's kind of helpful, yeah? Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, yeah? All right, let's see what we got. So currently, if you're joining us right now, we're just trying our very best to try to detect... Ooh, an ambush. All right. Fair enough. Well, all right. We just deployed all of our gear, so I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be great, right? It's gonna be okay. I've got hemp clothing about 20 years ago. It gets soft to the point of feeling threadbare, but it is fine. Well, usually it's like super comfortable, right? The 29% happened, it did. Well, let's get Lewis. They've already got the mag sniper rifle. We're gonna get Reorx in there. He's kind of hurt. We're gonna grab, I guess, seats him. And we can even get, let's get Grandpapa Debs. So we got Grandpapa Debs, but he doesn't have any special weapons though. Oh no, he's got a laser cannon. I mean, that's probably gonna have to be good enough, unfortunately. So we'll go with that. Not too shabby. Hopefully it's gonna be all right. But utility items available, that does allow us to get the alloy plating. And I don't think we've got another experimental magazine, but if we did, yeah, we'll go expanded magazine, then we'd be able to get the AP as well. So we'll go with the advanced scope, and we're gonna grab ourselves a heavy barrel. We have, for specialists, we're going to go ahead and grab... I don't think we have any more of the alloy plating. We could see if we can build some. It doesn't cost that... Oh, 3 supply? Yeah, that's not enough, I don't think. Oh, actually, no. Trooper Corpse. Perfect. Excellent. Yeah, definitely going to... Thank you, Gothic. For some reason in my mind, I had it that it's going to require maybe a little bit more, right? Maybe just a little bit more, like some supply, but that's more like the nanoscale vest or something like that. Semi-auto pistol, we got a holo target looking pretty good. Predator armor, standard armor for devs. We might as well get him like a hacker's laptop and I suppose a flashbang to break contact. Unfortunately, we don't have too much there. Laser mech cannon, spark armor, spark bit. That's probably going to be good enough. Does Deaths have anything to apply? Revival protocol, combat protocol. I like the revival protocol. Combat protocol is definitely very helpful, but we'll go with revival for now, so we can actually take care of the rest of the bunnies. In RimWorld, you can make hemp fabric about off of nettles. Sounds uncomfortable. My experience with nettles that it burns. It does. It can. Especially stinging nettle, right? Stinging nettle. All right, and then we got our mag rifle. Powered bayonet, excellent. We're gonna get that laser sight. We're gonna get a standard hair trigger. And then last but not least, for poor Reorx, he's a little bit hurt, but he'll be fine. Scope, hair trigger, and expanded mag. All right, let's go. So this is the rescue team on Operation Sweaty God. A sweaty god. Not just any dry and clean god, but the sweatiest of gods. It's terrifying. All right, here we go. So right now we have 2 bunnies deployed. We have 4 bunnies responding, and usually as soon as we land, there's going to be a pod right next to us. So we kind of have to leave it up to the 2 bunnies that are on their own, kind of save themselves, and we've kind of stripped them of some equipment as well, just to be a little more, I guess, frugal. So it's going to be interesting to find out how this goes. The op names always crack me up. They do well. They definitely do well. You're learning so many things in chat tonight. I know. The bunnies are very, very cultured. Escape Advent Counter Op Team. All right, what do we have? Cross your fingers. It's going to be okay.
You've got no time to
Contact
waste.
already. Advent. Ooh, not cool. Not cool at all. All right, they've got the Hitman, right? Is that the Frost Legion Hitman? God, those guys are so bad. Even worse, Frost Legion Hardliner. That's not a cool one to start out with. Advent Trooper. We don't have the salvo yet, so we can't just toss out a shot and then be done with it. We do have a flashbang. That's actually going to be very helpful, I think. If we actually... Oh, boy. I mean, I'd like to shred. Let's get in on the flank and hope that the standard ballistic SMG is enough. We'd have to crit in order to make... Oh, my God. All right, send it. Nice! Wow. That was lucky. Standard unmodified SMG lands the big one. Wow. Wow, that is amazing. All right, so here's the thing. Hardliner, tech vulnerability. While a codex cannot be hacked, still susceptible to anti-tech attacks. Unit has 20% chance to resist disorientation from flashbang grenades. Frost Hardliner rifle, freezing micro missiles. All right, so we're gonna just, I guess, frag him and see what happens. Here we go. Need a max damage crit. Got it. No problem. I thought for sure we'd have to help out with a frag, but there it is. Very nice. So now if Lewis had the freedom, he might be able to get to a spot where he can assist from all the way across the map. But the big problem is I almost assume, I just guarantee there's going to be an enemy nearby. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss out a scouting protocol in that direction. Oh, pod right next door. There we go. So there they are. Frost Muton and an Advent Priest. All right, fair enough. Well, let's see. We got Grandpapa Dad's. We have some cover here. He gets up here. They're probably gonna get spotted, I'd imagine. So let's just get Lewis up on the Hoff. And then he's going to go ahead and steady weapon. We're going to just hang tight, Overwatch. And then we're going to have Grandpapa Dad's pull back instead, back and away. Overwatch. And I think that's it. Here we go. Turn to Hardliner. And there we go. We'll let them open. Geez, so far from C on the keyboard. What was that? It was fancy is what it was. Only you would try the incredible after 10,000 years in the neither, right? Frost Muton. Ooh, an advanced purifier. Love the holo targeting even if we miss. There's a purifier. There's the priest. And he's pulling to the rear. Very nice setup and stagger. Frost Legion Hardliner. Shot. And he misses. Thank God.
Incoming, I'll be here.
All right, I think they can handle that now, right? So let's go in and deal with him first. What do we have? I don't want to push too far up. We can I might just frag him again. Just frag him twice. We've got Needle Arsenal. It's fine. Just get rid of him. We don't want him here. Good clear. Beautiful. Beautiful. And let's group up so that we're not overexposed. And what I will do is just toss this out to see if there's anyone along the way on the path. And hang tight. All right, so we've got the 3 in front of us. Lewis is stacked up. He's got precision shot. 7 and 12 with AP. He's got 76 and 76 on the priest. We've got rearcs. Let's go ahead and overdrive. Now, I assume that the Frost Muton has the counterattack. Let's double check. He does have counterattack, so he's not someone that you really want to get in close and smack with melee as much as I want to. But what I will do is line this up. That seems actually pretty useful. So let's get right here. We've got the Plasma Blaster and maybe... there. All right, I'll take it. I didn't get all 3, but we got enough. And a Rupture. That's beautiful. That allows us to shoot Advent Priest. If we do massive damage, then we can probably stop the sustain. That's 72. I'd like to hold a target, but let's go in and see what else we can do, right? So we got Combat Protocol. That's for 3. We've got Grandpapa Dad. He's got the command point. And we got Lewis. Lewis has Precise Strike, 91. 78. 76. Let's try to land that and see if we can do some damage to the Purifier. Well, that guy's dead. That guy's very dead. Wow. I found out where all my good damage rolls went. Wow, that was like 20 damage. High five, and thank you so much for the redemption of Hydrate Death. I will take another sip. That was quite a lot. That was more than I thought. Yeah. All right, let's get to it. What do we got? So we also have 2 more. We have the shot, 95. I mean, let's just see if we can end him without the sustain. Excellent. So that guy's down. So Nurse Stubba and Grandpapa Dance. Let's see. We've got Shield Protocol. Can we... oh, we can apply it to Be Dead. That's very nice. I didn't realize it. If we were to take a shot, that's 60%. If we were to come on over to this side, we got high cover already. Shot 48. We can't exactly... and command, we can't give it to our robotic allies, unfortunately, yeah? So I'm gonna go ahead and Shield Protocol actually to ourselves because we have very little armor. We don't have Predator armor and we don't have like extra vests or something. Shot on 60%. Come on, deaths. All right, that's all right. That's all right. Now, I know counterattack. Yeah, that's not it. Well, 48%. That's not quite what we're looking for, is it? We get on the half. That doesn't help us. We get the full. I suppose a grenade's probably coming our way. We pull away farther. I mean, at least we spread out a little bit, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and take a chance. 48. All right, here he comes. Little nervous about what he's going to do. I would imagine a grenade or something like that. Hang tight. Here he comes. Oh. All right. That's fair. I mean, I'm fine with this. That's pretty good. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Hey there, guy. Hi. He was nervous about what to do as well. Oh, nice. Well, we got very lucky. Reorc's got that guy. Perfect. Well, let's go in and grab La Loot here. Good job, bunnies. Here comes Nurse Stubba. Crystallized Meld and Illyrium Core. Well, we can actually start on another mech trooper. Totally forgot again. We got Grandpapa Dad's high cover. And let's see if we can't cover the rest. So 5. We'll hop on over Mr. RDRT. And as a specialist, contact. Sectoid Abjurer Adept, so an even nastier variant. Looks like he's wearing clothes, but not at all. It's kind of a strange situation. I don't know if Lewis can see from here. He'd have to be in a very different spot, right? He'd have to be very aggressive in order to get an angle from here. So we better just move him, just book it for Lewis. Got Grandpapa Dance. We're running to the ambush. And then at this point, we're probably better just kind of like holding him off, right? So up we go within Ravens. We've got the frag. Well, the Abjurer Adept is completely immune to explosions. But I suppose we would hit his cover. There's that. Let's go in and work the Pupa. That's our last frag. Nice. That's a lot of damage and enough range for the combat protocol. So let's go in and ding him. Excellent. High five. So incoming. Abjurer Adept. Oh my, are you kidding me? Oh my god. He hadn't been hit yet. All right, Advent Engineer. All right, so we got a bleed out now. Are you a board gamer as well? I mean, I wouldn't classify myself as such necessarily, but I mean, I definitely do play board games as well, Hawkmoon. So I'm not too sure, yeah? Engineer. We gotta get Mr. RDRT out of here. Scope. And then we've got the Abjurer Adept. Well, let's see, we got dead. That's really gonna have to book it. We're going to full. We're just bypassing the loot right now. Sunrise. We got Lewis. Lewis got a shot. 100%. Send it to that guy. Lewis. Oh. Well now. Dear God, that's good. That's great. Wow. Good job, Lewis. Dang, that guy's got 1 health now. That's incredible. Well, I mean, that's a flush. If we do this, we've got a flank. We've got an SMG. We might get lucky. 71. Solid. There it is. High five. And, well, we better book it. Reinforcements are now imminent, and we've got to get our buddy out of there. Bleed out in 2. We have... Revive. Oh, yeah. Grandpapa Dance. Look at Grandpapa Dance. Renewal protocol, stabilize, revive, and regen. God, look at what he learned at officer training school. What a guy. Wow. I didn't realize he'd come back so well versed in keeping the bunnies alive. My goodness, that's incredible. Well, I'm all about that. Let's go in and Overwatch, and we're going to regroup on Grandpapa Dance at your service. That's our guy. That's our Dance right there. What a guy. Incredible. Oh, I totally passed the loot there, my bad. He's like, get your butt up from the ground. Yep. Get your butt up from the ground. That's the way.
Affirmative. Moving out.
All right, moving. Reload for Lewis. And we got reorcs. I think, let's see, CTIM. I guess if we want to grab that thing. Well, let's get reloaded for reorcs, and we're just going to Overwatch, and maybe we'll double back and grab it if we have the time. So reload Overwatch. Here they come. Renewal protocol is the best. Permission to die denied on your feet. Yeah. All right, there they are. Rocketeer and a Lancer. All right, here we go. That's... Oh my God! He's all, you're on your feet and you're on your face. That's our dad. Jawohl. Get the heck out of here. All right, we're moving. Reorcs, cover the evac. Can't hit a barn door from 3 meters away, but I got a flying blue life pill. I don't know. You hit that guy pretty well, Dets. Holo target. There we go. He's all marked up now. That's how we mark him up. We shoot him. Precision shot, 76 for Lewis. Solid damage. And then we got CTIM with the combat protocol. Enemy down. Beautiful. High five. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and grab that loot and get out. Of course, he's a board gamer. PCs use a motherboard after all. Oh, there you go, Tank. I didn't realize. I didn't catch that technicality. My goodness. All right, so Mr. RDRT, nab that and get the heck out of Dodge. We got to go. You haven't been allowed to die
Lo
today.
tengo.
Yeah, keyboard too. Absolutely. Keyboard gamer.
Position bestätigt.
Reinforcements warning is green. Looking pretty good. I think we're all clear. And regroup. We got reorgs. We got C-Tim. We got Grandpapa Dads.
Das kann ich machen.
Ravens.
Copy that.
Mr. RDRT.
Ja, boy.
Al Lewis.
Stepping off.
Overwatch for Dads.
Bestätigt. Überwachung läuft.
Oh, and that's it. All right, hold.
Alien reinforcements inbound.
Okay, here they come. So let's get everybody out. Mr. RDRT, can you make it? You can. Great.
Yo me encargo.
Reorgs, can you make it? Reorgs can as well. Excellent. Lewis, can you make it? Yes, you can. Excellent. And of course, Nurse Stubba. Awesome. All right, that got a little terrifying, but we made it out. And Grandpapa Dads is a total beast now, yeah. High five, yeah. Hey, Swamis, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Bunny League. Very good to have you with us. Happy Tuesday. High five. Revival protocol. Sarge, I'm dying. No, you ain't. I'm not filling out the paperwork. That's our deaths. That's our deaths. 9. Not filling out any paperwork. Have a Schweinehax. Have a pork knuckle. You're going to enjoy it. It's well done, steamed, and it's very crusty on the outside. It's wonderful. You're going to love it. Get back up. There's so much to live for. Have a beer with lemon. Have a beer with lemon. That's the way. That's the way. All right, what do we got? Any promotions here? Nope. Ah, promotion for Grandpapa Dads. My goodness. And now Grandpapa Dads is a sergeant, meaning he can train once again. Dads can train once again. Isn't that crazy? Don't forget La Gravy. Yeah, no. All the mushroom gravy. Gotta love it. Hunt for Conraimon. I keep thinking this is like Conraimon. Like Doraemon. Troopers of Blood. If only we could utilize these orders. Mr. RDRT is good. Assign a new covert action. Well, let's see what we have. So from the bottom to the top, find a supply depot, intense training for mobility. Oh my God. That's going to require AP. Mobility, huh? Raven, Lewis, Sven, Dads, C-Tim, Lummox, Recon, Magic Chappie, Bounty Hunter. I mean, honestly, Kit could use some mobility as well. That's really, really great. Yeah, that's crazy. I cannot believe that. Oh my goodness. Dareva, welcome, 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 Raiders. Hey there, bunnies. If you haven't heard of Dareva, and I can't believe you wouldn't, he is a master of XCOM. He writes the literal guides on it. So thank you so much for swinging on by. If you're joining us right now, we're trying our very best to not lose in this race for Liberation. So we've only gotten through Liberation 2. We're desperately trying to detect Liberation 3, and we're in July. So we're doing our best, but hopefully it's been going pretty well and no bunnies have died thus far. So I can already count that as a blessing. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well. The Nestor himself, the guy, the best. Kawanga 303, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Bunny League. Very good to have you with us. Yeah, high five. So if you're joining us right now, we're currently just taking a look. For the very first time, we've got the Resistance Ring, and we've actually made enough progress to expand the types of missions that we have available to us. And we're just seeing if there's anything that strikes our fancy. Right now, mobility for intense training is phenomenal. So we see that already. We can get another engineer, but we're kind of at the very edge of what we can excavate for the Avenger. So I don't think we really need it. And ability points are nice as well. We don't have any tech sergeants, so we can't really push forward. So really, the alien defector kind of strikes my fancy. I dig these because not only do you finish the covert op, but you also get a mission right afterwards. And that's just awesome. So I'm thinking we might do that, and we can even use it to get a little experience for the bunnies that haven't been so lucky as to get into combat right away. So I'm thinking I might get Jaga and Kit in there, and that's going to be very helpful. 7% chance to ambush, so just in case, we'll go in and actually give them a ceramic plating and maybe like a med kit. You know, just in case. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if it were to happen, then we should probably have something available for them, right? And maybe you can even get an alloy sword. Yeah, we're feeling very generous right here. And actually, instead of the sniper rifle, because of the movement and all of that, we'll also get a hunter rifle if that's at all possible. Auto sniper rifle? Oh, never mind. I guess not. Well, we'll grab the marksman rifle. How about that? There it is. And confirm. Perfect. Here we go. Begin action. Yeah? All right, so armory wise, we do have a promotion for a couple of our bunnies. Grandpapa Dance is now a sergeant. That allows him to train up to trial by fire. When XCOM hears 7%, it says make it happen. It's very Star Trek, right? Blinding fire. So we've got the fire at enemies in a cone. The attack is inaccurate, having a -15 aim penalty, but reduced the aim at targets by -15. We've got grants 2 additional shield protocol charges. That's nice, so we can move up to 4, potentially, in Trojan. I'm thinking Trojan's going to be great. Not only that, but we got failsafe, so that could be really strong. So for Grandpapa Death, it's going to be nice. And Death, if you want it, we also have advanced hacking if you'd like to utilize it. I know you wanted the mobility, so there is that. And then, of course, we got Mr. RDRT. We're going to go in and pick up Revival Protocol because we're trying to get all 3 of our specialists to be of a similar setup and variety. So that's going to be very, very nice indeed. View photos just to clear that out. And we're back on the board because we were trying to find Liberation 3 desperately, so we have 30 minutes left. I remember Pathfinder Kingmaker, where you found Harim in the game start, and he's laying down saying he's almost dead, and your character's like, dude, you don't even have a scratch. That is mighty suspicious, my gosh. It's your run, I'll take what you think is best fitting. Well, I feel like you do well with the advanced hacking, especially with all the stuff that we got. Free and important prisoner, a new shinobi. This is in South Africa. Let's hold on that. I'm trying to draw forces away from there. We're in strength 3. We just hit 100% jailbreak, and that's going to get us more resistance personnel and allow us to detect ops more readily. So that's going to be very helpful. I don't remember who we sent. That's kind of what happens. I spend a decent amount of time kind of setting up a party, a team, a squad, and then as soon as we get a pop-up, like you're good to go, you get on in there and do the deed, I forget who we sent. So it's kind of like goldfish memory syndrome, where we go swim around the fishbowl and we see a new castle every time. It's like a surprise. It's awesome, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm in there with some sub-sergeants. Oh, there you go. Operation Night Witch, rescue resistance contacts, and well, I think we've got at least 5. I think we got 5, right? Okay, so we got a Grenadier, we've got a medical specialist, we've got our Templar, we've got Pappersnack, our Python, and then I believe we've got 5 and we have to rescue 4. Is that right? No, rescue 3. We've got 5 jailbreak.
We must all move carefully.
And now we actually fit 6. Okay, so we've got the Riddick. That's our Needle Arsenal Grenadier. We've got Super Fuzzy Duck. That's right. We were trying to train up our technical because he hasn't really been doing too much. And then he's got this Fear Sectoid, so that's something to watch out for. Panzerbun, our Templar. We got Pajaro, our Assault. We're trying to level up. We got Pappersnack. And then, of course, we've got Gothic, who has Trial by Fire. So that this is a Trial by Fire run is what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and just zoom out and take a look at where we're at. There's the pocket. And we've got a little more distance this way. It seems like we've got to lean to the left and then move to the right. So I might actually make a big L since we've got 22 turns. We're going to move all the way to the corner and then approach along the border and then move diagonally to vacate the premises. So let's go in and start with that. So we've got full concealment for the squad.
As you order.
The do-it-yourself shinobi with bayonets. Yes, the 3 bayonets. Thank you for reminding me. See, this is what happens. The bunnies... Oh, look at that. Advanced medic. We had an advanced sentry and something else. So 3 identified. This is what happens. The bunnies work together to figure out what the heck we did earlier. And then we kind of figure it out all on the fly together. Aha. Advanced officer, advanced medic, and 1 more. I thought I saw a little flash of blue. Maybe it's a sentry. Maybe it's something else. Still unknown. We got Pajaro with the 18 mobility. Just stack it up in the corner. Oh, no worries. I gotcha. Shinobis, the best. Shinobis can be incredibly powerful. Advanced sentry, advanced medic, advanced officer. So very advanced pod. Getting close with the technical. And then we got Gothic, who can assist with the scouting protocol as well. Just so that we can kind of check the backside and make sure that if they bolt and run, and our Templar moves in, we're not actually aggravating more pods, or at least reduce that chance. But very nice of them to come out of cover. I love that. What nice guys. But that's a decent amount of health. What I am going to do is I'm going to tuck up, and we're going to toss out a scouting protocol just to verify. There's the edge, and we're going to toss a scouting protocol out this way. Oh, and as we break windows stealthily, I love that. we'll go in and spread out a little bit. We got Pappersnack. We've got Super Fuzzy. I think I'm actually going to come behind the car here and hang tight. So Overwatch, we're going to go ahead and Overwatch this way. We've got the Riddick. He's going to come out, suck up with the Ballistic SMG. Overwatch, we've got Bajado, our Assault. And he's just going to get behind some type of line of sight break. He's got a decent amount of mobility and a bayonet. Overwatch, we got Panzerbun just tucked into the corner. And we're going to go ahead and pistol Overwatch. We've got quick draw now, so we actually have a pistol. And then let's see what they do. Ideally, they would continue their advance. All right, I will take it. Wow. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Good job, guys. They're coming for us. Oh, nice. I forgot about Sparkfire. 100% to hit that and set him on fire and detonate explosives. That sounds like a great way to open. I think we're going to do that. So we've got Super Fuzzy. Oh, that's right. And we even have this. Oh, that's not bad either, but we are missing the range because we have the basic gauntlet. But we're definitely getting there. We're definitely getting there. So Super Fuzzy, we got the Riddick, and then we've also got the Frag with Needle Arsenal. I mean, that's pretty epic as well, yeah. Is that a fire grenade on the snack? Oh, you're right. It is. It is. We have so many options here. Well, we've got the incendiary grenade. We can definitely do that. Sure. All right, send it. Here we go. Good suggestion, Gothic. High five. Well, there's the burning. Let's see where they go. I like how he just calmly walks out of the flames and then starts to run because he's on fire. He's like, dear God, no. I can't handle it. What is happening? Here we go. Let's go in. Get into a flanking position with Super Fuzzy Duck. He's got the shot, 64. If we connect... All right, that's a whiff. That's all right. I suppose we could have done the AoE. We've got the Needle Arsenal. We've got Bajado. He's got as our Assault. And then, of course, we've got our Templar. Let's go ahead and open this up. We'll hit the medic. Nail him. Oh, yeah. He's feeling pretty good. I'm assuming that's a plus. Awesome. That is a clear. Beautiful. Grab it. Okay. We got stuff to sell here. And we got the Templar shield. And a promotion. Good job to Panzerbun. Love to see that. That is phenomenal. We're going to come it around with the mag rifle. We also have combat protocol. I think that guy, advanced officers on 8, yeah? Medic's good to kill, he can heal himself from the burning. Yeah, we wouldn't want him to heal himself. That would just be a real shame. 3 to 5. Well, I'd rather just... Can we get both? A little bit of a wonky one because they're on two sides, well, like opposite sides of the wall. But sometimes if you find a common point of ground, you can get both. But if that's not the case, that's okay. Yeah. That might not be the case, but tell you what we are going to do. We're going to go in and run and gun. I suppose we could just bayonet strike the officer, but I'd rather shoot him in the face with a shotgun. That seems more gratifying or satisfying. So here we go. We're on in, and we'll pop him one in the mouth. There it is. Beautiful. And then we've got... Combat protocol, speed loader, laser sight. Nice. Well, if we get another mech sniper, speed loader's awesome, and we're just going to get that guarantee. That's 81, so combat protocol, perfect. High five. Good job. So that's the first pod. Excellent. So I think there's up to, was it like 7 to 9 remaining? Is that right? Was it 10 to 12, I believe? So let's get on over to the edge, and we're going to go in and Overwatch, and we'll hold. So what do we have? Unknown. Oh, 7 to 9. Well, that would be great if that were the case. That'd be absolutely great if that were the case. So let's see. Where is our Templar? He's here in the flames. This is the very edge. So I have half a mind to get inside of this building and work our way to the opposite. So let's get up into the kitchen of the diner. Don't worry, he's going to clear a path. What a guy. He's going to clear a path. I love that about him. All right, off we go. Gothic's up. We got Pappersnack. Let's go in and regroup inside. He's going to slithery slew on his way. Enhanced weapon crate. Yeah, we can open them in the research and development unit. It will cost us some money, but the better off we are in terms of our engineers, I believe, we can actually open them for free. So that is something to keep in mind, yeah. Pajaro, we're going to stack up on the door. Yeah, break that window. Oh, yeah, he went outside and then went in. Okay. We've got a funny way of showing our respect for the restaurant. Yeah, it's 8 for enhanced. Oh, nice. Is it all engineers, though? Because we only have like 4 engineers. I don't think we've got 8. We do have 9 if you include scientists, but I don't know if that's how that works. Let's go ahead and pop open the door. Contact. Oh, lovely. Our first chrysalid.
Chrysalids seem a little smaller than I remember.
At least we're baiting it out of... Oh, God. At least we're baiting it out of the freaking... The horrible place. Yeah, we don't like that. We'll tell you what, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get on out. We've got a soul shot, 69 on the stun lancer. The soul squad. Well, the chrysalid can't go that far, right? It can't go from here all the way over here and attack. So we might as well try to invert with the snake. Here we go. You had 8 in your game earlier. Oh my God, that's impressive. And then we've got Sneaky Snoo. Okay, perfect. Well, we got a shot. Chrysalids do have dash. Oh, they do? Oh, well, that's... Okay, that's not cool. Spark Fire, 52%. I mean, let's try it. Here we go. Stun Lancer. Okay, we missed. We missed. All right, fair enough. We have Super Fuzzy. We can burn snakes. We've got the Frag. We've got Pajaro. I mean, we can move right up here and just try to clear him like this. Shot on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, crap. He's got the cryo spray vest, right? Raised? Yeah, that was a mistake. So every time we hit him, is that going to hurt our buddy? Okay, that's not good. I messed that up. Let's see. We do have the burn. We could burn him. We do have a rocket. I might just burn him. If we shoot... When this creature is wounded in close range, inflict damage and bitter frost on the on the attacker specifically. So I think we're okay here. So I'm just going to take the shot. Oh, wait a minute. That, oh, gosh darn it. That was with our standard SMG, yeah. All right, where are we at? Hang tight. Come on. Oh, there it is. And we've got the boom. We got Gothic. Okay, well, let's get... Gothic can't see from here. Let's move up to full. Maybe we can vacate that wall for Gothic. There it is, perfect. And with a mag rifle, he should be able to finish off that Frost Legion adder. 100%, drop him. Excellent. And then we should be able to get a frag onto the Illyrium Core bayonet onto the gunner. Yeah, or on the stun lancer. Let's go in and frag out on the lancer. I don't know if we're going to kill him, which does worry me a little bit, but... Yeah, not enough. And we didn't have the Templar shield up, because we did invert. So I got too fancy for my own good. Here comes the chrysalid. That's one move. Oh, no. Oh, boy. All right. All right, we took a little bit of a ding to the chest there. It's all right. And at least we got some focus out of it. That's a plus. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. Let me tell you, that could have been really bad. Okay, so let's think. Obviously, we can drop him. Volt's going to cost a focus. Soul Shot, we can start with... I could Volt here. Let me Volt the Chrysalid and then rend the Stun Lancer. So that's going to increase our aim against the Chrysalid, and then we'll just go ahead and strike the Stun Lancer. We'll build up focus again, get the kill. All right, we'll take it. Extra 2 HP. And then we'll be able to buff up and get our Templar shield. We can also hack. Attempt to remotely breach. We've got reflexes or squad precision in the map alert. Well, hey, Antonides, thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest, and we'll catch you on the next one. High five, yeah? All right, with the Riddick.
Seems doable.
Getting a better angle. Thank you, tank. All right, sneaky snoo. Let's do the free reload. We're actually located next to the window, so 99. First shot for Paprikek. Oh my god, there it is. Amazing job, yeah? That is amazing. All right, up we go, Peppersnick. Make it happen. And Overwatch. Super Fuzzy.
On the move.
Tuck up. And Overwatch. And we've got the Riddick Overwatch. We've got Bajado. High cover reload.
Me dirijo a la posición indicada. Ya estoy.
And Gothic.
Position confirmée.
I'm actually gonna toss out. Ooh, Gremlin heal. Who needs it? That's just the ablative protection. We'll go in and toss out the scouting protocol on the target. We're good. And hold on the roof. Stun Lancer, Heavy Rocketeer, and Frost Lancer. My gosh, that's a lot of Lancers that they got there. Incoming.
Still moving.
Well, the Heavy Rocketeer, ooh, hello. The big problem is the Heavy Rocketeer, we can't just send a bunch of explosives because our targets are underneath, right? We'll have to take a closer look. Yeah, we're still good there. Tempest Gauntlets for the win, right? Okay, so high cover for Gothic. 55. We've got Peppersnick. Let's go ahead and Slither. It's going to give us +4 mobility and 20 defense. And now we've actually got a flanking shot where we didn't have one. So Sneaky Sneaky Snoo. Peppersnick's got the shot. And he's ready. 97 on the Stun Lancer. Send it. Solid damage. Enemy down. And Peppersnick can relocate with Implacable. That's amazing. Got Super Fuzzy. Let's tuck up. I don't know if we're in range for this, but we do have range for the rocket. But then again, the corner office is our buddies, so maybe that's not the best. Yeah, I can use low cover as high. I can give the high cover. Oh, nice. I did forget, Gothic. I did forget. I'm glad that is the case. Well, tell you what, on the sprint, we can get in and just blast the Heavy Rocketeer. This will bring us up to 9. If this is in fact extremely light resistance at 7 and 9, then this is actually probably a good thing, right? Oh, no, we were so close. We were so close. I mean, I suppose being here is better than being somewhere else. We can get on the opposite like this. We do have teamwork from Teacup. So let's go ahead and teamwork with Teacup. We're going to get a little extra distance. And now we can do it. There it is. Off we go.
Vamos, vamos.
So these should be the last on the map in the 7 to 9 engagement. And shot on. Rocketeer. So that's just standard damage. And he has 3. But we can always strike him like this. So Panzerbun. That's the backup. Good clear for the Rocketeer. Oh my god, that's a decent amount of damage. And we got Gothic and Peppersnick and Super Fuzzy. All right, fair enough. And then the Riddick. But the Riddick is just moving. So let's go ahead and push up.
I'm going.
Panzerbun's going to go ahead and Templar shield. And we have command to those we can see. We've got Sneaky Sneaky Snoo. Peppersnick is going to relocate. Let's tuck all the way up. We've got a rocket, but that's going to spread, so I can't really rely on that. So let's just get reloaded.
Good to go.
And hacking, reflexes, squad precision. We're going to go in and just Overwatch and see what we got. Here they come. Nice! It looked like he tripped on his shoelaces and just face planted. Dear God, you rooted that guy into the next afterlife. That was insane. Wow, that guy just dropped like a rock. He didn't even like complete his step. He sort of went on his toes and then face planted into the concrete. That was definitely a traumatic event for him. Well, glad we were able to make it. Good job, Gothic. Let's Let's not do that for ourselves. Let's regroup on the bunnies here. I'm enjoying this medic. Yeah, me too. They got put into several afterlives over. That's our kit. That's our kit. Well, Kit, I cannot wait to get you into combat. I honestly cannot. I'm so sorry that I haven't brought you more readily. Let's go in and post up on the roof. So we got Pappersnack. He's ready to go. We're going to go ahead and reload up here because we got to go right over there for evac, and then we are done. So we got Super Fuzzy Duck grouping up. We've got Laritic. He's up on the top. We got Bajado, and he's going to be able to get it up and around. And we got Panzer Bun. He's coming up and over.
So it is decided.
And then we're just going to be waiting on the next turn. We're going to be able to free the hostages, yeah? There it is. So no enemies that we have to worry about right now. He's going to hop down with Gothic, and he's going to be able to hack his way in and hopefully get a little something on top, right? So small intel cache 100%, large intel cache 48. I mean, it sounds like it's worth it to try for the big one. Someone tied their laces together. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the bunnies, right? Nice! High five! And Gothic lands the large intelligence cache. That is huge. We need the intel so that we can continue to boost through all of the liberation missions that we are going to receive, because it's absolutely imperative that we push as hard as we can since we are in July now, and it's going to take a while to infiltrate that 4 and 5. So that's super, super helpful, yeah? I learned from Dead. Oh, that's the way. That's the way. I freaking love it, yeah? All right, let's go in and just make sure we're grouped up once again and fully reloaded. And we are off to Larasis. There we go, yeah? 7% would have been enough for this Gothic. Oh my gosh. You're making me blush just thinking about it. My goodness. Well, let's get all reloaded. Everyone top up. Here we go. That's a reload. That's a reload. Looking pretty good. Overwatch. And we are good. All right, vacate the premises. So we're on reinforcements imminent, not quite reinforcement incoming. So we're not at the point of inflection, but it is on its way, and the game is telling us in no uncertain terms. So let's get... Oh, we have double Chumbo. Apparently, some of the resistance personnel that we are freeing are both have the same first name. That's a fun one. And finally, good old Pappersnack. There we go. Probably one of the best nicknames ever. And then we got Gothic. Gothic's gonna have to move through the labyrinth down here if Jennifer Connelly just pop out of nowhere and say, well, guess what? You're in here with me now. I guess that wouldn't be the worst, but that wouldn't be the worst. Okay, off we go. Gothic's ready. There it is. He's just evacuated the office building. The sprinklers were about to go off. It was horrible. Everyone was screaming. But Gothic is reliable, and I wouldn't want to be Advent when they show up and find out that we pulled the fire alarm. I don't think anybody learned anything about this game from me. What are you talking about, Des? I know I learned about beer and lemons from you. Evac, there we go. High five. So, pretty good. We got all 3. And now we just need to gather up around Gothic like a bunch of helicopter parents. And next thing you know, Advent's going to be wishing that they didn't try to strike at the children of the Bunny League, right? That's what you get. That's what you get. All right. And not dead or assault specialist. That's a different topic. Don't learn hacking from me. Well, that's not true. That was 7%. That was pretty rough. All right, what do we have? Here they come. Ooh, a sentry and a trooper of the most basic variety. They don't even have any upgrades. Oh, he got shot in the butt. Oh, he got shot again. Oh my God, that's so much damage from a magma rifle. There's the trooper. Oh, apparently we get to shoot again. Love that. Oh, he got shot by a laser shot. Oh, he got shot when he's dead. He's dead. Oh my God, he's already dead. Wow. Okay, they're so dead. One shot each cheek. That's right. One shot each cheek. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's probably the most accurate statement I've heard all day. Well, that was anticlimactic. Glad we made it out alive. I maintain that Grandpapa Dets is the master hacker in our team. Well, there you go. There you go. Dead twice over. They just kept shooting. Our guards and the surrounding patrols haven't checked in. You two go make sure the area still safe. Yeah, just the 2 of you. Just the 2 of them. Advent dies when they try. That's right. They came, they saw, they died. That's... They should get that on a t-shirt. That's what... Flawless. Oh my God, it's been a while. There it is. There's no more turning the other cheek. They're both blown off. That's brutal, Kit. My gosh. See, this is why I can't wait for you to be a sharpshooter again. Because when you're watching Advent with a scope on the radio, we're just going to hear these quips all day long. Well, that guy's gone. Well, that guy used to have two cheeks. Man, he turned the other cheek and never got it back. Man, I wish he returned that to the library. Yeah, did you see the history on that one? That cheek got used a lot. There it is, Night Witch, perfect. So that's probably the last one that we have time for. Let's see what we got here.
Excellent work, Commander.
Promotion galore. Look at that. So trial by fire indeed. There was so much fire, especially on Advent's cheeks. Advent, well, I can't do it as well as Kit. I wish I could. Look at that double chumbo. That's excellent. It's almost like Chumbawamba. They got what it goes. They got it going on. So let's go in and get these promotions in here. We've got Super Fuzzy Duck. Love that. And he's got the Napalm X. He burns somebody. If he's got that opportunity, he can cause them to panic. That's awesome. Roost. Get shot that deals limited damage but forces target to move and decrease mobility and defense. That's awesome. Holo targeting concussion rockets. Now, concussion rockets are awesome. I do like that, but force them to move. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like holo target could be very useful. I feel like Roost is nice. It's just they usually like run to a place I don't want them to run, but I suppose they've got decreased mobility and decreased defense, so it makes it easier to hit them. So I guess I can get down with that. And on top of that, we napalm the heck out of them. That could be pretty good. So sure, I'm gonna go ahead and roost it up. That seems pretty nice. I'm down. Combat intelligence very high. Yeah, he's a diamond in La Rough. Yeah, with 60 mobility, could do nicely with the fire root. That's my hope, and he has the opportunity to get even more mobility, right? We do have an like advanced speed out there. Booster shock. Fire your arc thrower at another bunny and grant them more movement and temporary shadow step. How good is that? Bahara was like, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a shock, a little pep in your step. Yeah, we got Killer Instinct as an option, but we didn't take close and personal or bring them on or anything like that. So I don't know, that sounds kind of cool. There's Formidable as well, which is nice if we're pushing really deeply behind enemy territory, but Ally to grant a bonus move action and temporary shadow step. I mean, I guess that's kind of nice to have, but I also like not blowing up and having more ablative. So I guess we can go Lone Wolf as well, and we've got an explosive grenade. So this costs 15. We could Lone Wolf. There's Zone of Control if we get right close to him. Deadeye, Resilience, and Fearsome. Fearsome's awesome. I've never used this before. I guess we'll try it. I've never used Booster Shock before. I guess it's like an extra option that's available to you that you didn't have before. So Panzerbund, there it is, moving on up there. Look at that, Staff Sergeant level with Mystic. We got Blade Storm, I love that. Oh my god, Phase Walk, yes. Combat Fitness, oh my god. Well, you remember how we said Panzerbund was low mobility? He wouldn't be with Combat Fitness. He'd come up to 17, 4 aim, 4 will, and dodge. Blade Storm, 6 sense, and amplify. I want Blade Storm. That's great. Phase Walk, Combat Fitness. We're gonna have to earn more points, bunnies. We're gonna have to earn more points. Look at this. He even gets more dodge. That's crazy. He wouldn't be when phase walking. That's so true. That is so true. And then finally, we've got the Riddick. God, the options for the Templar are blowing my mind. Improvised frag grenade, salvo. There we go. Now we've got salvo. Ain't that awesome? I love that. And I think those are all the promotions that we got. That's not too bad. We even have a brand new potential bond, and that's between Lewis and Mr. RDRT. Sure, why not? Why not? We'll go ahead and confirm that. Love it. And is there any other photos to clear? There's a photo. Glory to the Resistance, indeed. That is amazing. So we have made some serious progress. Yeah, look at that. We only have Anakitas out for 32 days. That's a bummer. We need to get an infirmary. We got Mac out for 8. Other than that, oh, and then 29 days for Mr. RDRT from that last shenanigans. We even have another rookie set up right here. That's pretty darn good. Well, bunnies, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I think we did really, really well. Obviously, we had a little bit of a flub in the beginning, but fortunately, the game kind of bugged out, and we were able to kind of just, you know, take another crack at it, and it came out a lot better than it did before, that's for sure. And the bunnies have been true heroes, and now we are on our way to Liberation 3, and I'm hoping we're going to be able to keep up this momentum with all of the intelligence that we've received from that large intel cache and be able to push into our liberating our first region by hopefully like August. We're really pushing the very raggedy edge here. So either way, next time we'll be streaming is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, same bun time, same bun channel. We'll be back again with XCOM 2 Long War of the Chosen, Ted Jam Plus, and we're going to pick up right where we left off, and hopefully, if we're lucky, we might even see Lib 4 tomorrow. That would be really cool. I think I'd feel over the moon with that result. So anyway, if you'd like to hang out until the end of the music, we'll go and give someone a nice raid. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well. And I can't wait to get into the next one with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.